What's up, gamers? Welcome to Kuroko Gaming, the best channel on Twitch and YouTube now. That's right, my YouTube is now called Kuroko Gaming. Get over it. No more Askitakas. He's dead to me. Dead to me. But yeah, Askitaka's gone. Kuroko Gaming is here to stay. And today, we're going to play some Overwatch 2, which I'm pretty excited for. I'm hyped up today. I've had a coffee. I've had a good breakfast. And we're now streaming earlier, which means you get me bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Yes. I'm more awake than usual on these streams. Usually I stream literally the hours before I go to bed, then I go to bed straight after. That's really dumb, because then you don't get any energy from me. I'm just like tired, wanting to go to bed. It made no sense, so I've moved things around now. I wanted to do like a round of applause. Do I even have one of those? No. Okay, so first of all, drama. That's right, we've got some dramas that I want to go over today. I've started to think recently, like, I should be covering some of the drama that I see as someone that doesn't really care about these kind of things, but then I like still get shoved into my face and then I know of it anyway. I want to then distill these things and spread them so that everyone can suffer as I have suffered. That's not really the truth. The truth is that I see drama things doing well. Like when people talk of drama, it always gets like clicks and stuff. And I'm starting to think I want some of those clicks. Is that such a bad thing? It's also just something new for me to try. I've never tried covering drama before, so let's try it today on this stream right now. So there were a couple of stories that kind of like piqued my interest, as it were. One's to do with Twitch and one's to do with a video game. Okay, here it is, chat. The drama. There. You see the drama? Amouranth is a victim of abuse. Look at the video title. Amouranth. Now, for those that don't know who Amouranth is, you can do a quick Google here, find her YouTube. This is Amouranth, okay? She's one of the top creators on the Twitch platform, and judging by these thumbnails... Oh my god, I just realized I can do something cool now. Hang on, check this out, chat. Judging by these thumbnails... Ah, look, did you see that? I just, like, zoomed in. That's crazy, right? Not only did I zoom in, but I can move this around. So judging by these thumbnails, chat, I'm sure you can see what kind of content she makes. And she's been at it for some time now, working at a rate that is just absolutely insane. Like, she's obviously extremely hardworking. She's the top OnlyFans creator. She's she streams like thousands of hours on Twitch every however much time. 1,000 hours would be crazy. She just streams so much, dude. She streams more than almost anyone, right? She makes a ton of money doing this as well. She's obviously going for a specific subset of Twitch viewer with her content, and I'm not one of those people, so I don't watch her stuff. But I am aware of her being one of the top creators. Hey, Luana! I'm talking about drama right now. Yeah, I'm talking about dramas with Twitch right now. So yeah, it turns out that this lady has been, first of all, married secretly, as in she didn't tell her subscribers she was married. Which some people are angry about. I don't give a shit about that kind of stuff. I think you don't have to tell people what your marital status is when you're a creator. I don't think that's, you need to do that or anything. Some people are mad at that, but the main drama is that her husband isn't just existing, but he's also extremely abusive. Let's check out what this guy has to say of it. Ludwig, another top creator on Twitch.
Millions and millions of dollars. I believe she's the highest earning creator on all of OnlyFans. Unfortunately, this video is not.
Oh my god, she makes. By the way, do you know how much money some of these top OnlyFans creators make? It's freaking insane. I can't remember the figures off the top of my head right now, but it is absolutely nuts how much money they get each month. It's crazy from donations and such. I've never really been on the OnlyFans platform, so I don't know how it operates at all. But my god, the numbers they're dragging in are insane. Let's continue.
Archie works and how successful she is. We're here to talk about her because she had a stream last night where she revealed two important...
Oh yeah, by the way, her husband, you hear him shouting through the phone. Extremely abusive behavior. If you're in that kind of relationship, just get out immediately. That's not normal, nor is it like acceptable behavior to shout at someone, especially like the topics that he was shouting about. It was extremely like crazy, cringy behavior. But anyway, what was my point? I had a point. Oh yeah, he sounds a bit like that Andrew Tate guy. When you hear him shouting down the phone, see if you hear the resemblance. It could have been Andrew Tate shouting down the phone, for all I know.
Of information. The first is that she has a husband, and the second, more importantly, is that her husband is wildly abusive. If it isn't clear by now, the point of this video is for me to show support to Amouranth, a victim of domestic abuse, and I'm hoping to show you why you should also support Amouranth as a victim. And there are a few people.
By the way, I am on the side of supporting Amouranth right now.
Ammo, and I think
if you want my take on the drama,
dumb, to be honest, and maybe you'll see that too. Anyway, let's jump to the first clip, which is where Ammo talks about her husband and how she's wanted to reveal that for a while.
I've been wanting to tell people that, like, let's just stream together. Just tell them that we're fucking married.
Also, she sounds a bit like Andrew Tate as well. Where do they come from? Well, maybe there's something broken in my mind. Maybe I think everyone sounds like Andrew Tate right now.
It's like, our relationship would be better if we just stream them and instead of fighting all the time. But no, mister, don't say that because it's going to ruin the business model. It's not time yet.
Is this an Andrew Tate impression?
Fuck yourself.
And so there, Ammo says she's wanted to come out about it, but her husband said no, it would hurt the business. The business, I think, being OnlyFans, where there's a parasocial aspect. You can message a creator.
Okay, so this shit is absolutely nuts. And one of the reasons is that from an outsider's perspective, it would seem as if she was like this kind of like girl boss character who was doing this all under her own steam, which was very like, I think inspirational to a lot of creators that she was doing all of this stuff under her own steam. And then you kind of find out, wait a minute, there was a guy in the back the whole time telling her to do this shit. And she actually wanted to slow down this whole time. Like, she didn't want to be doing the things she was doing. She didn't want to always be wearing like skimpy outfits and doing all of the content that she creates. She didn't want to be posting like 1 million times a day on OnlyFans. It was like under his direction, her husband's direction. That part I find extremely shocking. That she was almost like a prisoner of this guy, making a ton of money, but all of her funds as well were controlled by the guy.
You're subscribed to her,
and you'll hear about that
and they
in a second.
You back. Now, I don't mean to ruin Christmas for people here, but there's a few facts that everybody needs to know. Shouldn't come as too much of a surprise, but the creators on OnlyFans don't really personally care about you. You're never going to date them or marry them, and oftentimes they're not even the ones personally messaging.
No. Why did I spend all that money on my favorite OnlyFans creators? I thought that we weren't going to live happily ever after.
They oftentimes...
Yeah, to be honest, if you have this thought, you're insane. I don't think anyone really has that thought going through their mind, right? It must be incredibly rare for someone to actually think that if they donate enough money, that they'll somehow enter in a relationship with this person. That's pretty insane.
Hire people.
And I hear that take a lot that people think that, but I don't believe it. I have more faith in humans than that.
Or they have bots replying to you. All right? Maybe if you're the top highest payer, they'll actually message you, but they still don't care about you as people, and you probably are spending too much money, right? The same way that Johnny Sins isn't an astronaut. He's also not a firefighter.
Who's Johnny Sins?
Also isn't a pizza delivery man.
The porn guy, yeah.
And
I know him.
Just so you guys know.
Do you know how I know him? I uploaded a clip of my stream to YouTube for a Fresh Nuts compilation, and I actually got in the compilation, much to my surprise. It was like a Reinhardt charge or something from Overwatch 1. And yeah, there was a comment that got a lot of thumbs up saying, who is this guy at this point, like in the video? And it was the point where I was in, and he was saying he looks like Johnny Sins or something, or like Johnny Sins got an Overwatch account or something. And I was like, who the fuck is that? So then I Googled Johnny Sins, and I'd advise you don't do that unless you're looking for a specific type of content. But yeah, I can kind of see the resemblance. I look a little bit like him, but he has no hair. He is bald. Anyway.
I can tell no one has ever been stuck in a dryer. And then even if they were stuck in a dryer, I'm pretty sure their step-sibling didn't go help them. And even if their step-sibling went to go help them, I think you know where I'm going. It's fake. It's sex work. It is meant to exchange sex work in exchange for money. And that's about as far as it goes. I think Amouranth should be able to keep her private life to herself if she wants, but she's telling us she didn't want to. It was her husband's choice. And why did this all begin? Might be a question a lot of you are asking. Why did she go on stream to say all this? Well, she said her breaking point was some text messages she received. And I'm going to show you these texts right now. And they're pretty fucking bad. The left is her husband.
Oh, have I even seen these? I don't think I have. Let's get fully into this drama here. Massive dial fail. The fuck are you doing? Get the fuck out if there. We are in the house now. Next time when I say a plan, do it. Son. Fuck. Dumb fuck. Oh no, dude. He couldn't even spell dumb right the first time. Anyway. Do you understand? Question mark, question mark, question mark. What plan are you talking about? Fuck you. Get the fuck... I'm calling you. Oh my god. I've never seen like rage. I've never seen rage in like text messages as evident as this. I don't think I've ever sent a text message in a rage of such, like, you can't even like type. I can imagine his thumbs just being all stiff. Like, what is this? Hang on, I'm going to do my new magic trick, Luan. Are you ready for this? Fuck you! Get your... He was typing that with some anger-stiffened thumbs. That's all I'm saying. Luana says, I've been climbing once or twice every week, so that's been pretty nice. We have a puppy and a family now. She lives with grandma. We got her after our dog passed 2 months ago. But the puppy, Mimi, is adorable. She just loves everyone. Well, if you've got a puppy called Mimi, you must share in the Discord, Luana. It's only fair. Puppy. I'm lurking. Hey, it's Palin, dude. How you doing? Nice to see you. There are some weird people out there, though. Yes, Luana, it's scary. But the majority of people aren't, though. That's what you got to remember. It's like a few people that make things scary for everyone else, but you've got to kind of ignore they exist most of the time. Anyway, let's continue. I mean, the abuse is very evident from the text messages.
Amouranth, she filmed these all on her stream, and it's saying, next time when I say a plan, do it. Dumb fuck, do you understand? What plan are you talking about? Fuck you, go outside, I'm calling you. And then he just sends a massive wall. And I believe she said her phone was off during all this.
Let's look at this. So this is his second wall of anger in text form. Last chance. I'm about to dump your luggage. I'm throwing your stupid merch off the balcony. Proceeding to ditch your stuff. I'm trying to do an impression here, see if I can nail it. You don't need the makeup or the live you or the clothes guy, huh? I don't know what what? Does that make sense? You don't need the makeup or the live you or the clothes guy. Can we enhance here? You don't need the makeup or the live you or the clothes guy. At least, like, why did she marry this? Don't marry people who can't... Oh, that's kind of harsh. I was about to say don't marry people that can't write text messages coherently. But then I realized that's kind of harsh. I mean, it doesn't mean you're a bad person if you can't do that. Just in this case, evidently, it was a red flag that she ignored. Huh? Huh? You don't need the makeup or the live you or the clothes guy. Huh? Deleting social media in 1 month. I need to get a new scene, which is like the desktop with the what the fuck. I'll get that next time. Deleting socials media in 1 month's minute. This guy is such a clown. In 1 month's minute. He must be in such a rage. I can't imagine. Like, he's fucking up on every single text message here. Buying options that expire and blasting the cash. So he's threatening here basically to spend all the money on like bad options. Essentially like buying stocks. And just like blasting all her cash into oblivion. Buying options that expire and blasting the cash. I'm about to shut down the real work bank account. 2 and just instant gibbet. What does gibbet mean? Oh my god, instant gibbet? This guy is a Redditor, dude. No, he's not even a Redditor. He's a gamer from like the year 2009. So instant gibbet means insta-gib, which was like a slang term for basically getting blown up in a video game. Like, say you were playing a multiplayer shooter and then you just blow up. It happened, I heard the term used a lot in Team Fortress 2. So he might just be a bigger Team Fortress 2 player who's now a psychopath. He decided to drop Team Fortress 2 and play some psychopathy in real life. Anyway.
And see, last chance, I'm going to dump your luggage. I'm throwing your stupid merch on the balcony, proceeding to ditch your stuff. You don't need the makeup or the clothes. Deleting social media in 1 minute. Buying options that expire and blasting the cash. I'm about to shut down the real work bank account too. Basically just threatening to just destroy everything she has worked to create.
Yeah.
And deleting all of her money by buying options, which is the nerdiest and most insane psychopath thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, extreme. That's what I was thinking too. It's so nerdy. Like, this guy's obviously a massive nerd as well as being like a psychopath loser. So using terms like instant gib over the phone to his girlfriend. I guess she's a gamer too, right? At least in some sense, since she streams some gameplay on Twitch, so I guess she understands it, but it's still terrible to use as a threat. I'm going to instant gib all your money that you worked for. That's right. So here's the next stream of consciousness here. Lag is terrible. This stream is garbage. I'm about to delete Twitter in 30 seconds, if no call. 34,000 gone. Gonna donate 250k to Palomacy in next 2 minutes. 250k gone. I will donate 500k in 3 minutes. So he's literally just sending all her money into oblivion right now. I mean, still like, so that's 500k. That's close to, that's what, 534k he blasted, right? And then he says he'll donate another 500k. So basically $1 million he's threatening. He's just like throwing money away. And even though that's a small amount of money compared to her entire empire, that's still a fucking load of money. Holy shit. That is so much. To just like... Anyway, so Palomacy, I think, is some kind of charity, so... He's kind of getting rid of the money in a way that looks sort of legit, so it's harder to, I guess, for her to, at least in his mind, harder for her to say, oh, he stole my money. Because he's, you know, spending it on, like, options, donating to charity. At least Palomacy got a good 250k. I wonder if she's going to take that back. What are they? I think I've heard of that before. I think it's a charity. I might be wrong. Oh, it's pigeons, dude. So, Palomacy, pigeon and dove adoptions. So, something to do with, like, pigeon sanctuaries or something. Bird sanctuary kind of thing. Anyway, yeah. So, he's donating the money to the birds. At least the birds got something out of this. And I guess Amouranth as well, since I don't think she'll be, you know... intimate with this guy. Not intimate, that's the wrong word. I don't think she'll be seeing this guy any longer. I think she's probably going to get a restraining order on this guy, but we'll see. She definitely should. If no call in 1 minute, I will absolutely make sure Kyron goes to Meat Paxing House. I don't know who that is. Oh wait, is he threatening to kill the fucking dog? Jesus Christ. Wait a second. I think that's what he's threatening here. I did hear about something about that actually, about him threatening to kill the dog, and that's what she was really upset with and scared her. Yeah, if no call in 1 minute, I will absolutely make sure Kyron goes to Meat Paxing House. I think that's like her dog or something, and obviously he's insinuating that he sells the dog for meat to some restaurant or something. 20 seconds. Time's up. This is also kind of not a politically correct thing to say, that like a Chinese restaurant will eat your dogs. You just send them there. 20 seconds. Time's up. He only gave 20 seconds for that? Jesus Christ, this guy's a psycho. So he's like, if you don't give me attention in 20 seconds, I'm going to donate like 750k. Oh, 750k gone. We now cannot go down for payment for Cali House. Another... Ooh. So now they can't get their house in Cali. Another 250k in 5 minutes. Jesus Christ. This guy's a complete nut job. Wow, so seeing this again with fresh eyes on the stream really drives home how nuts this guy is. So, I looked at this drama a couple of days ago, I think. Just watched a couple of videos about it. But now it's really sinking in. I think, yeah.
Then he also goes
actually
on
like dissecting the drama. It hits harder, I think.
say, I'm going to start donating money to some bird foundation that he really likes.
And the craziest thing is, no one even knew she had a husband, like, behind the scenes. That's a shocking thing. That the whole time there was this, like, dickhead just making her overwork herself. And controlling and being so controlling.
Donating 250k. 250k gone. 500k. 500k gone. And this is the message specifically that cracked Amouranth, that made her talk about all this on stream. If no call in 1 minute, I will go...
Yeah, so if not for this, she probably would have kept quiet about it for even longer, about all this abuse. But I guess she just loves her dog so much that when she saw that, she was just like, fuck you.
Absolutely make sure... I will absolutely make sure Kyron goes to Meatpacking House. If you don't know, Kyron is her dog, which is, again, psychopathic, threatening to kill her dog, as well as destroy all the money in her bank account and her career. Terrible, terrible shit. And if that is not enough for you to understand that this guy is abusive, I'm going to show you a clip right now, which is them on a call together on stream. Again, super hard to watch, but I feel like it's important to show you how she is a victim.
Yeah, by the way, this clip's pretty shocking, guys. So if you're sensitive to this kind of stuff, now's time to click off. It's basically just a psychopath shouting at her down the phone, and she's obviously distraught during this.
Okay, for you to tell me what I didn't say, especially if the context is literally I was waiting for a response. You were just calling me crazy then.
I didn't say you were crazy.
No. Dude, I'm gonna give you one last chance.
No. If you ever act like that talking down the phone to someone, just book yourself into some kind of treatment plan. Psychological assessment.
Irrevocably fucking destroy everything. I can tell you something that shatters you forever, and I'll start tweeting about it too.
But what? Why would you want to do that? I don't understand.
Because you are literally telling me I did not say something that I literally said.
That should be okay to let me...
You're just right here. I'm gonna tell you right now, dude. You're about to lose your...
Okay, so the whole context for why he's so mad is that she is saying he didn't say something that he said, okay? Now, this kind of thing happens quite a lot in, like, human relationships where some person might have said something the other party might have misheard or not remember they said it. That's kind of normal. And, yeah, for you to then react like this when they say that, you know, so he's taking this as like a direct offense, like, oh, well, you're saying I'm crazy? So I think he's insecure on some level about his mental health, because why would you think, oh, you're saying I'm crazy because you're saying I didn't say that, and I'm saying I did say that, so that means you're saying I'm crazy right now. So he's just taking this insinuation out of this situation, and yet it is crazy. Like, he has proven himself to be a little bit crazy here, in my opinion.
Entire fucking life in terms of everything that's been built because you're too obstinate to just merely accept that you didn't hear a thing. But I'm already very forgiving about that.
Because you're
But no,
literally...
you want to go forward, you want to go aggressive, and you want to say, no,
Now, this is him
Oh my goodness.
threatening to destroy her entire career because she didn't admit that she heard something that he swears he said. And he ends it by saying, I'm very forgiving. This is just clear and cut domestic abuse. If you've never been in a domestic or an abusive relationship, it's like textbook everything. Gaslighting, verbal abuse, and the threats are just absolutely insane. And it doesn't end there, unfortunately. Another clip here.
Why did you say you were gonna kill my dogs?
Leave the house.
Okay,
Oh my goodness.
I can leave the.
That's
you know what?
scary.
Actually, I don't. I shouldn't leave the house because my dogs are here.
We'll take the dogs and leave. You're asking the question, I'm telling you, and you're interrupting my fucking, like, telling you. Literally. Literally.
No, you know what? He doesn't sound like that guy. He sounds like a mix of that guy and who's that conservative guy that argues all the time? I'm typing conservative argue guy. Ben Shapiro. Oh my god, it comes up first thing. In images as well. That's hilarious. So, thank you, Google, for helping me there. I need to fix... there we go. Yeah, there he is. Ben Shapiro. So, he sounds like a mix of Ben Shapiro and Andrew Tate. This dude. Both of who have been known for their both of whom, sorry, as Andrew Tate, have been known for their you know, controversial views. And the way they don't back down. And yeah, I reckon if you fuse those together, you get the voice of this guy. Probably the same temperament as well as this guy.
What are you saying? You just told me you were gonna kill dogs if I didn't do a 24-hour stream.
Oh my god, wait, what? If she doesn't do a 24-hour stream, first of all, 24-hour stream is nuts. Oh my god, I struggle doing like a 4-hour stream. Doing a 24-hour stream is a huge commitment. So the whole argument started because he wanted her to do a 24-hour stream. Although the whole thing with the dog anyway, and she didn't do it or something. She didn't commit to the plan. And then he's like, I'm going to kill your dog then. Because she didn't do the 24-hour stream. Jesus Christ. It doesn't make any sense to act this way because, at least in my head, because she's made enough money and she's making enough money to support these guys forever, pretty much. She doesn't have to work that hard anymore. You know what I mean? Like, she could cut her hours down by like half and they'd still be living more than comfortably. Just off of the money that she makes. And maybe that's why this guy is acting so crazy. Maybe he's a bit insecure how she's going to be the main breadwinner unless he's like some crazy rich dude, which I don't think he is. I think he's dependent on her in some way. As most people would be if you're in a relationship with her. I mean, if you're married to her, she would be the main breadwinner unless you were somehow making crazy money yourself, which is very rare. Anyway, let's continue.
Did not say that. Now you're just fucking being a liar.
I'm not
I said I'm going to tell you what I said in terms of the earlier. Are you saying you did not say that?
I tried to tell you what I heard from you. And then you called me a liar.
Then you tell me, what did you say?
If you're having trouble following what in the fuck he's saying, you're not alone. I think he's absolutely just throwing everything at the wall in terms of lying, deceiving, manipulating, gaslighting, and denying what is very obvious for everyone who watched and everyone who saw the messages, him threatening to kill her dogs and ruin her career.
Luana says, the whole situation is horrible. I can't imagine being trapped by someone who has access to destroy your entire career and ruin you financially. Horrible. I know, it's scary stuff. That to me is the most shocking part. Especially since this was all hidden. Like, she's obviously taken this kind of abuse for a long time now. And she just hid it all and then snapped. And just streamed some of his abuse. Just one phone call. Decided to stream it, go live.
And because she didn't work hard enough. There's also some clips that she showed where she went around her house and showed how...
Which, by the way, is probably the best way out of this. is just recording the fucking thing and making it go public. I think I'll do the same thing. I can't think of a better way, really. I mean, she could have done this kind of in privacy, in private, like she could have contacted the police and stuff. But it almost seems safer in a way to just air it out to everyone, because she has such a large platform. It almost seems better in a way and safer to just air it out to everyone. And probably get, you know, the law involved as well. Showing the evidence of, you know, the footage she captured of the phone call, etc. I mean, there's no way he's getting anything out of this, her husband. I'm sure they're going to be able to recover the funds and everything. I think they have, actually. I think everything's fine now.
How he was
We'll look
physically
into that
violent.
after.
Now he said, or she said, excuse me, that he never hit her, but throwing shit around and break.
Luana says apparently she tried contacting the police but didn't get any help, or at least that's what I heard her. Oh, really? I haven't heard that. Damn, if that's true, that's extremely sad. That's extremely sad if she couldn't get help. Yeah. But I still stand by that just airing it out in public is totally fine. And I would have done the same in her position. Some people are saying, there are some really bad takes where people are saying, like, she could have kept it private, didn't have to, like, air it out. It's like, why not? For her, it's better if she just airs it out. She's being obviously abused by this man. And she's in the sticky situation of being married to him and him controlling all her shit, basically.
Breaking walls and things like that, they're still physically
I
abusive.
would lock my door, but he broke that too.
Breaking doors.
So,
Best advice I can give
That was
during
the
my
day
divorce
that
my
he
grandma
fucking
gave.
took the
This
the
too
phone
shall
from me.
pass.
So she shows that. She also shows later on a hole in the wall from him throwing furniture around. And
Okay, if you're throwing furniture around past the age of, like, 13, again, go and get some help.
just really, really ugly shit. And this was also backed by her content lead, Mars, who said, "Does it make sense why I had to stream on Kate's channel all Saturday at TwitchCon? Because the husband made them." And here's a picture of Amouranth locked out of her hotel and the call 911 I made while he was yelling at her Monday.
Wait, hang on. What's this? I haven't seen this one. Here's a picture of Amouranth locked out of her hotel and the 911 call I made while he was yelling at her. Amouranth 3K. What is Saturday? Okay, so part of the problem here was that, if I'm getting this correct, Amouranth was locked out of her hotel, so she couldn't get in to do her stream or whatever. And then that's when all this shit with her husband was happening, when he was like, "Why aren't you texting me back, whatever."
Which I think is what started this whole fight. And this, by the way, if you are someone out there who's like, why did she talk about this publicly? Why did she not privately handle this?
Oh, wow, he's touching on the topic I was just talking about. I could be Ludwig. I've just realized, Chan, maybe I'm quite good at this drama thing. We're touching on all the same points here. I've not seen this video yet. Wow. That's a bit of a confidence boost that we're talking about the same topic.
And tried to divorce him. This was his private, amicable way of trying to end their marriage.
To him, an amicable split was me getting 1 million and him getting the rest, and then him also still getting 10% for not doing any of the work. That was an amicable, generous split to him.
That's fucking hilarious. So he thought so he thought like basically 90% of the money should go to him, and then she gets 1 million. That's fucking nuts. He might be under the delusion that he like built her, that he like made her in some way. But yeah, I don't think that can in any way be true.
This is somebody with easily over $10 million in assets, and she gets $1 million for doing basically all the work, and then he gets all the rest in 10% for like the rest of her life. He just owns that for some reason.
That's fucking nuts. What the fuck? Who is this guy? He's such a joke.
It makes no sense. Also, for the people who are saying she should have done it privately, isn't this exactly what you should do? Like, it shows all the evidence. Every time I think there's ever a point of domestic abuse or violence or sexual assault or anything, the first thing people say is, where's the proof? Where's the evidence? It's here. Yeah. It was on the stream. It was in the phone call. It was in the text conversations. I feel like this could not be more valuable if you are someone who is trying to be on the side of Amouranth, if you are trying to side with a victim. Now, there was a weird end to the stream that I feel like I have to talk about. Specifically, she was on a call with her assistant, and then at the very end, you can see this door in the back left start to open, and the stream cuts out.
Why would you ask if I'm
Oh, yeah, I've seen this clip. So this is some horror movie shit, chat. This is like a horror movie.
That's it. There's nothing more to it. It cuts to the old Twitch can no longer access stream. Seems like maybe the internet was cut off. And so it got a lot of people worried about her. I did reach out to her assistant, who I know because we've worked with Amouranth in the past on like a few products. And she said that she is safe and okay. So I feel like that's just worth saying. I don't want to step out of line here and say things that I shouldn't say. But safe and okay is definitely important to tell people because I know a lot of people are concerned about her. And that's it. That's it. So what now? Well, I think just support Amouranth as a victim of domestic abuse, and until she gets out of this marriage, support her the whole way through. That's what I'm going to try to do. I've reached out to her privately, and hopefully she's able to get out of it, and with everything that she's owed, which I would say is everything that she has done, because she's definitely the breadwinner and the worker and the one who made everything happen. Anyway, boys, that's all I got. Thank you for watching, and see you later. Hopefully next video will be a little bit lighter. Bye.
Oh, well. My WhatsApp is... I just realized my WhatsApp is open on my PC, which isn't the best thing for my privacy, but we'll leave it for now. Because I don't know how to close it. Oh, have I found it? No, I haven't. Anyway. No, I don't know how to turn it off. Anyway. So, yeah. First, that's the first part of this drama saga, okay? Second part, so Amouranth is back. This is the latest video from Ludwig. We'll see how it is. Also, I was just thinking, it must be really strange reporting on people you've like met in person. Like Ludwig has had Amouranth in some of his videos, and I think vice versa. It must be kind of strange, like doing like a news report on someone you've personally met. And it seems like he had no idea of the situation she was in ever. So it must be like especially surprising to the people that actually knew her and worked with her. Anyway, next.
Welcome back to Mogul Mail.
It's also, I'm still just shocked that like one of the main like girl boss characters on Twitch was being controlled by her abusive husband the whole time. That's just absolutely shocking. Like, that's like almost like one of those terrible like Greek myths or something. If you know what I mean. One of those terrible like stories that get passed down that are just there to make you feel bad about. Yeah, it's like you just couldn't make that shit up. Anyway, next part of the drama saga. Let's go. And I got one more bit of drama before we play Overwatch 2. By the way, I'm streaming until 5 today, so we got loads of time today. Don't worry about running out of time here. I got all the time in the world today. We've changed my schedule to make more sense for everyone. So I no longer stream evenings anymore. I stream until the end of like a normal work day. So that's at the moment 5 p.m. BST is when I'll end stream. And we start around 1. I think we started at 1 today. How long have we been streaming? Yeah, we started about 1 today. Yeah, I stream for like 4 hours now, which is amazing. Because I really miss doing the longer streams.
Before we jump into today's story, stop. All right, scroll up. Don't write that mean comment that you're about to write about my t-shirt and my hair combo. I get it. I look like a pumpkin right now, but can we skip the insults and just...
You don't look like a pumpkin. I'll tell you exactly what you look like. You look like Fred from Scooby-Doo wearing Velma's wearing Velma's outfit.
Talk about
That's what
today's
you look
story,
like,
which is a positive
my
one.
dude.
All right, so you hit the subscribe button.
It's
We're talking about
it's a good look though, but to be honest, he looks so much like Fred from Scooby-Doo right now, doesn't he? He should start wearing the whole outfit, like with the neckerchief and everything. It would look great.
today's positive update to Amouranth, which if you somehow missed and this wasn't on your radar, was the biggest news story I've seen in a minute coming out of Twitch. It was all over Reddit, Twitter, everywhere you could find, because Amouranth revealed two insane facts on a live stream. The first is that she has a husband, which was crazy, and the second was that her husband was abusive, which is crazier. And I made a whole video about it if you want to check it out. But Amouranth
Crazy
decided
shit.
to go back live after about 24 to 48 hours after the story dropped and after her original stream revealing all that info. And this is what happened on her first stream.
Cops are here. Oh my
which
goodness.
Which is in the starting soon screen. She wrote, "Cops are here. Cops are here. Be back later," which is a terrifying thing to read. Now, it wasn't anything crazy. It wasn't like a swatting. It was basically a wellness check because people were so worried about Amouranth.
Understandable.
I believe there was like a dozen wellness checks called to her house to make sure she was all right because she was in the house with her husband after everything went nuts.
Oh, God.
You know, presumably.
Holy shit, dude. I would hate to be in that position. Like, after all that shit goes down, you have to share the same house with that person. Fuck that. I would be out of there. I'd be out of there. I'd call an Uber just halfway across the country and just run. But it must be a weird situation because she is intimately involved enough with this crazy guy that they actually got married. What the fuck? He must have been acting differently before the marriage and then started showing his true colors or something. Or something happened, because why the fuck would you marry that? Like something must have he must have changed or been hiding his true self in some way.
The husband wasn't physically abusive towards Amouranth. He was physically
Dude,
abusive.
that's scary though. Imagine you get married to someone and you think they're this like amazing person, amazing enough that you want to spend the rest of your life with them, and then they change and turn into a freaking scary psycho. That's scary as fuck. I'm scared of marriage now. I'm scared of commitment. That's what this has taught me.
Towards items in the household, and that usually is like the gateway drug. So people were concerned, did wellness checks. Turns out she's all right, and we know that because she did a stream the next day and said this.
I think that when he heard himself on that call, it really sunk in how much of an asshole he is.
Interesting. So she's saying that when this guy heard himself on the call, like watched the stream back, he had some kind of self-realization. That's surprising. So he had some self-realization, at least that's what he's telling her.
It's like you never fucking realized, idiot. Anyways. So as of today, though, I have access to all of my accounts and finances again. He's not here. He's getting help. And I'm seeking legal and emotional counsel.
She's getting help from a support group. He's hopefully out of the picture, and she has access to her.
It doesn't sound like he's out of the picture there. So that's interesting. She almost seems like forgiving in a way in that clip, so that's kind of worrying to me. Although technically I guess people can change, and you know, maybe if we give him the benefit of the doubt here, maybe he can change. But it sounded like he was a full-blown psychopath in those clips. It sounds like it would take a long time for him to change, if that's the case. But yeah, she's saying that he heard himself on the clip and realized he's a big asshole, and now he's getting help, which means like, what, he's booked into counseling or something, and she's getting legal and what's the other thing she said? Legal and financial or something.
All of my accounts and finances again. He's not here. He's getting help. And I'm seeking legal and emotional counsel.
Legal and emotional counsel. So she's getting counseling and getting legal help. But it doesn't sound like he's out of the picture there. What Ludwig is saying there, I don't see that. It seems like almost like she's forgiving him.
She's getting help from a support group. He's hopefully...
Or she's like ready to forgive him, which is kind of understandable from her point because they are married. So if you believe in the sanctity of marriage or anything like that, you're going to want to try and make things work. Or at least you'll be inclined to think that way.
Out of the picture, and she has access to her accounts again, because that was one of the main concerns and one of the biggest threats from the husband, is that he's going to tear down her empire, spend all of her money that she's earned through Twitch OnlyFans, and then make sure that she can never earn a dime again. But it looks like none of that actually happened, which is good, because she should clearly have the money that she worked to earn. All positive things. She did double confirm that.
Okay. But yeah, I have access to all my accounts again. All the 2 factors, everything, so.
So hopefully zero grip from the husband on her life anymore and in the work that she has done and maybe will do in the future. And one of the things that was clearly apparent...
Okay, what I'm scared of here, though, I don't know if everyone's thought of this, but what I'm scared of here is that after this blew up and this guy realized, oh, shit, this shit doesn't look good for me, he's almost like had this epiphany of like, how can I get around this? And, you know, he's given her financial control, but then he's like, I'm going to get help. I'm such an arsehole, blah, blah, blah. He could just be saying that because that's now the best route for him. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what manipulative people do. In situations like this, they'll look for an out. This kind of person, they'll look for an out. And they'll just do what makes the most sense for them. And for this guy, he's decided, well, the only thing that makes sense for me now is to give her back financial control and kind of be dependent on her. And you know, keep things decent between us, so I'm still getting the benefit of this insanely rich woman. So I'm kind of worried for her if they like stay together and stuff. Anyway, he's definitely on thin ice though, because if he fucks up again, she'll just ditch him. Maybe that's what she's thinking. She's thinking like, let's see if he can change or whatever. But if he does any shit like this again, I'll just, you know, get divorced or whatever. Or maybe she's already going to get divorced. It's not really clear. Luana says, I just hope they break contact and that she stays safe from him. That's what I'm hoping as well, but I'm a little worried that she's going to keep things like going with him. Because the problem with this kind of person, he's obviously extremely manipulative because he's been stringing her along all this time, like being in financial control of all her assets and stuff, and you know, telling her to work this many hours. It's almost like he's her manager in a way, and a very like strict and tough manager, which is extremely unhealthy. And now he's lost that grip, and he knows like there's nothing he can do to get that grip back right. I think he's now thought like, what can I do now? I guess I'll just have to play good husband and, you know, give her back financial control and stuff and go to counseling or whatever. But he might not have any will to actually change at like a core level, which he needs to do. That's what I'm worried about. I don't think she will take him back. She definitely shouldn't. I mean, she could, you know, have a happy life with a good person. she has money to burn. She could literally like just move country and start a new life, whatever. In her position, I think I would leave him, but then you never know the intricacies of their relationship. Like there could be reasons that she doesn't want to and stuff like that. Maybe he was like an angel before and then he's been corrupted somehow. I have no idea. Maybe he has problems with drugs that he needs to sort out. Who knows?
Is how hard Amouranth has worked over the past few years, which has always seemed like weird, honestly, to me. You know, I had her on the Yard podcast and we talked about it, and I was mind blown. I was like, you.
Yeah, she has worked. I've noticed this as well. Like, I'm always looking at who the top creators are on Twitch and YouTube because I'm interested in what they're doing that I could like emulate to make my channels better. So I have done some research on her before, and she always seemed to be extremely hardworking. Like the hours she puts in every month on Twitch alone is insane, an insane number of hours. I don't think I've matched that even when I was streaming every day. Back when I was streaming every day, like 7 days a week, I don't think I even matched the amount that she streams on a regular month, which is nuts.
Then most people who stream, barring maybe people who have giant streaming contracts or have earned money from gambling, and yet you still grind as if you need every last dollar to survive.
She was grinding like me trying to make affiliate chat. Those are nuts hours. I like broke myself doing that.
And her dream was always to open up in Animal Sanctuary, you know. And I always thought to myself, well, you have more than enough money to do that. Why not just open up the sanctuary now? You know, why not just try to save a bunch of
I do have a
horses
counter argument to this, though. He's saying, why not start your Animal Sanctuary now? Because that's a financial risk, and she's making so much money doing what she's currently doing. I would definitely, in her position, just keep doing what I was doing until I had a huge nest egg to then start my sanctuary without any financial worries. So that's probably why she continues to do it. Even though her dream is an animal sanctuary, because that's like a financial risk. A lot of the time these animal sanctuaries aren't really profitable. They just do a lot of good for like animals, right? They do a lot of good for animals and the communities where they're set up, but they're not usually like profitable in a way that you can just kind of live off of doing that.
With presumably 8 figures in
they rely on charitable donations a lot,
and
don't they?
Assets. And the answer, it turns out, is because in part she was coerced by her husband.
Yeah, I agree with that. It was in part she was being
this was
controlled.
Confirmed when she talked about how she's been turning down events.
Like already, look what she's wearing in this chat. You notice a difference? She's wearing like normal clothes. She doesn't have any cleavage. First stream back at like not under his control. So it's almost... It's very shocking to me that all this like girl boss thing where she's like, I'm going to use my body to get a bag or whatever, was kind of, in a way, like a false personality. Inspired by her toxic husband to like make loads of money. And it worked, but Jesus, it's scary that it wasn't exactly her way of doing things, you know? She owned it like it was her way of doing things, but it wasn't the whole time. That's scary. That's quite sickening.
And by other creators just to work harder.
I just don't feel like I have to turn down invites to shit camp and stuff now, or like the girls trip, because it's not good. It's not good use of time. Could be home getting more conversions and money.
Now, every streamer kind of goes through this, like, I probably can't take a time off to do something I want to do because I need to be earning money. And Twitch, in any live streaming platform, makes it very...
That's fucking nuts. That he was basically telling her that she couldn't go on girls' trips with, like, other friends and streamer friends because she could be making more money at home doing her normal shit. That's nuts, because she's making so much money that she could take a holiday every month. If she wanted to, like a week holiday, they would still be living like the high life. It makes no sense that you can't go on girls' trips. Especially since she's probably talking about girls' trips with other content creators. And so they're going to be partly working during the trip, I would think. Like, they're still going to be making social media posts, etc. So that's an absolutely stupid take there from her husband.
Very apparent that when you are not working, you are losing. Right? If you take a break, you go down in subscribers. It's very in your face, as opposed to maybe most conventional jobs.
Yeah, this is true, especially when you're like a really small creator. If you stop any period of time, you just go back to zero, which is what I found. Like, when I'm on the grind for consistently and for a longer period of time, I can see my analytics they're picking up the whole time. Like, I'm active working, right? If I take a break, it just goes, my analytics just go back to zero so fucking fast. And that's what they're referencing here too. Of course, with a bigger creator, at least doesn't go to zero. But yeah, I've definitely experienced that myself with the way YouTube and Twitch works. If you stop for any period of time, like a month or so, it's just back to zero again.
Is like expected at least some.
It's like
part
starting
of the year,
from fresh again.
You don't see the ramifications of the time off so directly. And now maybe she's able to change her lifestyle so that she can do the things that she also wants to do.
Thank you for the
she also
stretch, though.
spoke about maybe like the future of doing OnlyFans and how she felt about that a bit.
And I don't have to wear cleavage every day. I can wear clothes.
Oh, that's so sad. Look, do you hear what she says? She doesn't have to wear cleavage every day. She can wear clothes. That's so fucking sad. I was under the impression, and so were a lot of other people, that this whole time it was her decision to wear what she was wearing. And she was kind of, you know, feeling empowered by, you know, I don't know, wearing those clothes and whatever. The whole time she just wanted to wear a sweater, man. She's just a normal person. What the fuck? Just like anyone else. I want to wear a sweater most of the time. They're cozy. You don't... And I've got great cleavage. I could just be raking in the money here with what I've got under this t-shirt, but damn, dude, it's so sad.
Master has given Dobby a sock. Dobby is free.
Oh,
Little Harry Potter quote there, basically saying that she doesn't have to do it as much. I assume, I don't know, I haven't talked to Amos personally, that she might continue to do it just to earn money. Because I mean, she is the highest OnlyFans creator, highest earning OnlyFans creator. So it makes sense for her to do it. But the rate that she was doing it at is absurd, and I definitely think it would make a lot of sense to take a bit of time off, which is also what Amouranth thought after doing a stream yesterday where she did a big 15-hour one, looking at horses, going to dinner, then playing Overwatch 2. She tweeted out, "Taking a break, not sure when I'll be back," which well-deserved break. Someone streamed.
by the way, Luana, have you been playing Overwatch 2? Or anyone watching, have you been playing Overwatch 2? And what do you think about it? I really haven't played that much. I've done my placements on support, and I think I got silver something. I got placed silver something. I'm not sure what that means. I know a lot of other creators were placing bronze, so I'm happy I'm not in bronze, but I don't know what ranks people are being placed in general. And I don't know what everyone thinks of the game. So far, I think the gameplay itself, as in the actual games, are really fun. It's got that magic that the first game had during its first window of release. The part where I really enjoyed the game. I think the first 2 years of Overwatch, actually, I really enjoyed. And then it just started declining for me in fun and enjoyment until I just stopped playing. But so far, I'm really liking Overwatch 2. I've played a lot of Anna. Well, I say a lot. I've played like 7 placements as Anna, pretty much. Or probably 7 games in total with Anna. I played a little bit of Zen, a little bit of Orisa, and a little bit of Zarya. And I think that's about it, really. I've hardly played the other roles. But so far... Oh no, I have played a bit of DPS. So I've played a bit of Soldier. And that's it on DPS. I haven't really played any other class. DPS games have been fun, though. I didn't get to play those in the later stages of Overwatch 1. Just didn't get to play DPS. It wasn't a thing anymore because the queue times were so long, and there's nothing I hate more than waiting in a queue for a video game. There's nothing I hate more, so I always queued support just so I wouldn't have to queue so long. Missing out of all the cash from the lack of hot tub streams. The thing is, like, she doesn't have to do that anymore. She can do any content she wants. She's got such a massive following, it doesn't matter. She could probably grow just doing similar streams to other creators like Valkyrie, where they just sit in a sweater and play Valorant or something. She could just grow from that, and she doesn't need OnlyFans to... She doesn't need OnlyFans at all to support herself. She can support herself off of just doing Twitch or just doing YouTube if she wanted. Yeah, so she's in a pretty powerful position, really, off the back of all of this. I haven't played. My computer is angry. Oh no. Not the angry computer. Though I might soon buy a new computer. About the hot tub streams I was referring to. Oh, that's funny. Oh, I didn't catch that. Sorry, I'm a bit slow on the uptake. I shouldn't be. I've had a good breakfast and coffee, and it's only 2 o'clock, so I shouldn't be slow on the uptake at all. But apparently, I was there. Missing out of all the cash. You're right, though. I could be making a lot of money from hot tub streams. I'm sure I would take the #1 spot on the hot tub genre if I just bought a hot tub and started streaming in there. I just don't want to. At least not now. I'm not desperate enough yet. Maybe one day. One day when no one wants to see me anymore. I'll just be like, remember me? I'm in a hot tub now. Please. Please. Somebody. Subscribe.
35% plus of their life. I'll say it. They deserve a couple weeks. Yeah, hell, give them a month. Take a month off. If Amo took 6 months off, she'd still stream more hours than me. But she definitely deserves the time off. So anyway, positive update there to anyone who might have been concerned. Seems that everything is good.
Good.
And I'll let you know if anything changes after that.
Thanks. So he's going to be my top source of Amouranth drama, I think. Okay, so that's the first bit of drama done, okay? Are you ready for the next bit of drama that I was actually a little bit involved in? It inspired me, in fact, to make a post on Twitter. Something I've been doing a bit more of, which I shouldn't be doing at all, is posting things on Twitter. This is a tweet I'm referring to here, okay? This one is just funny, right? Look at this guy. First of all, let's look at this guy. Using my new magic trick, because I just love to show it off. Did that work? Yeah, it did. Of course it did. There we go. He's having a lunch with, or dinner. He's having onion rings and a burger with his 4090 graphics card. This man has his priorities straight. This could be you, Luana. You could be having dinner right now with your 4090, but no. Your computer's angry. Anyway. Yeah. Okay, I lost my train of thought there. But anyway, this post, okay? Look at my post. I turned into a proper Twitter user here. This is unusual from me. That I would do such a thing. But I posted something on Twitter. I jumped on a bandwagon. Here you go. Boycotting Bayonetta 3 due to the voice actor drama. Disgusting! Move from Nintendo/Platinum. And then I did another one. Boycott Bayonetta 3. Jumping right in on that hashtag. And that was in reference to the drama with this lady, Helena Taylor. I'm surprised that I remembered her name. Oh, shit. Has she, like, deleted her Twitter or something? Maybe I'm spelling her name wrong. She may have deleted her Twitter. Because this drama goes crazy. I think I found her, actually. She didn't delete it. I'm just terrible at spelling. Wasn't there a new update on this with a whole twist? Oh, you know about the Helena Taylor thing? Yeah. Yeah, there is a twist. You're a super sleuth today, Luana. Anyway, so this woman dropped a bomb on Twitter on October 15th to friends, worldlings, Bayonettas. And she's basically calling out in this video the employers involved in hiring voice actors for Bayonetta 3, which is an upcoming video game. For those that don't know who Bayonetta is, it's another woman who likes to show a lot of cleavage. But, you know, in video game form. Now, Bayonetta is a very cool character. I've not played much of the games, but from an outsider's perspective, I've always loved the character. And I have played a little bit of the first and second games, and I really liked what I played. They're really good games. But probably one of Platinum's finest franchises that they're involved with. Platinum Games is Bayonetta. And this woman, Helena Taylor, has done the voice for both games. Bayonetta 1, Bayonetta 2. And for Bayonetta 3, she's saying that they offered her $4,000 to voice the entire game. Now, this is a game that has you know, high pedigree. Everyone fucking loves Bayonetta 1 and 2. They love the character. They love the voice of the character. And I have to say that this woman did make the character extremely cool. Her voice fits the character perfectly, and she helped make the character popular. I'm definitely inclined to say that, okay? I would say that. In fact, when I heard of this news, it was very disappointing to me because I respected her voice acting talent. I was thinking, wait, the voice of Bayonetta is really good. She sells that character so well. That voice is synonymous with Bayonetta. Like, she wouldn't be Bayonetta without the voice. So I was thinking, how dare they fuck this woman over? So in this video, I'll play a little bit of it so you can hear.
Bayonetta, and I would like to explain to you why I didn't voice Bayonetta 3.
Okay, so here's her video here.
The Bayonetta franchise made an approximated $450 million.
Okay, she goes in hard.
Including...
They're saying how much the game's made. $450 million. That's a good chunk of change there. That's a good chunk of change.
Merchandise. As an actor, I trained for a total of 7.5 years.
She goes on to talk about her pedigree. She's trained for 7.5 years. That's a long time to train on any skill. And she's saying that she trained that long on her voice acting skills, or her acting skills in general. I mean, you can hear that in the games. She's really good at what she does. Yeah, there's no denying that.
Years at the London Academy of Music and Dramatic Art, LAMDA, with voice coach Barbara Barkery, and 4.5 years with the legendary Larry Moss in Los Angeles.
Who is Larry Moss? Rings a bell. Acting coach Larry Moss. The work actors should be doing every day.
The acting work that I believe actors should do daily is, of course, vocal work, a vocal warm-up. In my book, I wrote about having minimal 4 monologues. Every 3 months, you learn 4 more. 2 contemporary, 2 classical.
This is interesting knowledge he's dropping here. I didn't know any of this shit. I think I kind of recognize this guy from something. So she says he's legendary, so that's probably why. Anyway, he's saying for acting you should do 4 monologues you memorize every month. And he's saying you should do a vocal warm-up every day. I might actually watch this video later because this is kind of relevant to me. I must say, so I used to do a lot of singing when I first started. I just used to like singing and playing guitar and stuff like that. And I did a lot. It was one of my obsessions back when I started this channel on Twitch. And I found that I got a lot of compliments early on my voice, which I don't get as much anymore because I'm not putting in the work. But I really think that helped. Because every day I was doing vocal warm-ups. I was practicing singing, practicing utilizing my voice and the range it has, probably improving my range over time. I noticed that it filtered down into the way I spoke in everyday life. And it was definitely helping me in the early days making content because people would be like, wow, your voice is really nice. And I've definitely lost that over the last year or so when I haven't been doing that anymore. So, bit of a weird segue there, but I should probably be doing some of this stuff to help with my Twitch and my YouTube stuff. Especially since if I'm streaming on Twitch, I'm talking for 4 or so hours straight, right? It's probably not very good for my vocal cords to do that without warming up. So, I should probably be doing a bit of that. Anyway, I'll look at that later. That was just wanted to know who Larry Moss was since she said he was legendary. I definitely recognize him from something. Maybe I've seen him before.
And what did they think this was worth? What did they offer to pay me? The final offer to do the whole game as a buyout, a flat rate, was $4,000 US.
which is pretty disgusting. She, of course, in the context of the game making 415 million, and her starring in the game as the main character, you'd expect her to be offered more for her voice work, especially since she's one of the reasons the games, the first two, did so well. And part of why this sparked outrage in me is because it's been prolific in the industry, in the creative industries, that voice actors are not compensated fairly for their work at all. If you look at, say, stars for movies, etc., that get paid huge salaries to be in these huge productions, and then you look in something where they've just got a voice, which kind of takes almost as much talent, or just as much talent, right, to give a good vocal performance as it does to give a good acting performance in general, right? It takes a lot of talent to do that, and they're just paid nothing. They're just paid like kind of standard rates that you would kind of give a worker that isn't contributing much to the overall vision, when actually they're right there in the thing. They're taking up a large amount of screen time, you know, performing their talent, and they're not compensated at all for being in these big productions. They're just paid like low flat rates, which is kind of disgusting to me. I don't think that's fair at all. And that kind of sparked outrage, because I was like, maybe if I boycott this game, the industry will change for these talented voice actors, and then maybe I can do some voice act work, because I would quite like to do that. But the issues with it have always put me off. The fact I'd be making like no money, and until like maybe 10 years later, where I've got this huge portfolio, and then they're like, wait a minute, this guy's kind of good, and maybe I wouldn't be good, and then I would just be poor forever. So yeah, that's always put me off a bit of voice acting. But yeah, this is very, very sad, or at least it starts that way. It starts off sad. It starts off in a way where you think, fuck the big guys, fuck them. And you want to stand behind Helena Taylor, and you want to post things on Twitter, such as boycott Bayonetta 3. It makes you want to do stuff like that, see? Boycott Bayonetta 3. Whoops. Still getting used to this plugin. I'm getting a little faster now. Let's go. There you go. It inspires you to do that shit. Luana says, I've read up on all the drama somehow. Normally I miss out on most drama. Me too, Luana, but this one was, I guess it was perfectly primed to be right in my sector of interest, being as I stream on Twitch, and I'm passionate about voice work, and also passionate about, you know, video games and stuff. Yeah, so I guess it was just perfectly right under my nose for me to actually get invested in. But yeah, I'm usually the same. I'm not too much into drama, but I should probably start posting more, because especially on YouTube, YouTube drama videos do really well. So I should post things that interest me, or things that I want to speak up on. Anyway, that's how this started out. There's a part 2. I forget what she says in the later parts.
Those of you who follow me on Twitter know that I'm more of a lover than a fighter, and sometimes think I'm not very much like Bayonetta at all, but I guess I am a little bit more like Bayonetta than I thought.
Okay, she's striking up comparisons here to herself and Bayonetta. Fair enough, she's the voice.
I understand that boycotting this game is a personal choice, and there are those that won't.
Okay, so she's calling to boycott the game.
Fine. But if
which
you're
I did.
Who cares?
At least I
people,
posted that.
Who cares about the world around you?
I joined the fight.
Who cares about who gets hurt with these financial decisions?
So she's basically talking to me right now, okay? She's talking to anyone that feels that the system is unfair sometimes, and that fat cats are profiting hugely off of the talents of less fortunate individuals who don't get a slice of the pie at all. Which is extremely, to me anyway, it's morally disgusting. Morally imprehensible, is that a word?
Then I urge you to boycott.
It's wrong, basically.
I decided to do it to stand up in solidarity with people all over the world who do not get paid properly for their talents. Fat cats cream off the top and leave us...
There you go. Fat cats cream off the top.
You know, in England right now, there are nurses going to food banks to feed their children. This is not right. This is not acceptable. It impacts mental health.
It does.
Because of it, I suffered from depression and anxiety. I worried that I was going to be on the streets. That terrified me so much that once I was suicidal.
Sad stuff. She's really like pulling on everyone's heartstrings right now.
I can't even afford to run a car. What are they going to do? Take my clothes? Good luck to them. Bayonetta always stands up for those with less power and stands up for what is right. And in doing this, you stand with her.
Damn, she's getting us to stand with Bayonetta right now. That's kind of badass. I like that. So that's a very powerful like call to action. These two parts, that's a very powerful call to action, and that's why this blew up so much. You can see here she's getting how many retweets on this first one? 74,000 retweets, 238k likes, and she's getting a bunch of... This really blew up, this whole thing.
I would like to quote to you from the greatest moral teacher who ever lived, Jesus Christ, from his...
So she starts getting a bit religious here. I think she's a member of the Christian church or whatever. She's saying, like, she quotes Jesus Christ here. And she's like, yeah, he would have wanted this. He would have wanted us to, like, boycott. He would have stood with us, basically, is what she's saying.
Again, because sometimes voices change with time. So I auditioned for the role and obviously passed with flying colours. They then sent me an insulting offer. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to write to Hideki Kamiya. I'm going to write to him and ask him for what I'm worth. So...
Okay, I think I missed this part 3, because it's kind of buried here. But she's saying that she wrote to the maker of Bayonetta 3. I think he makes it anyway, Hideki Kamiya. Yeah, video game designer. So I'm pretty sure he is the designer, the mind behind Devil May Cry and Okami and Resident Evil 2. Oh my, Beautiful Joe. This guy makes good games, dude. So he's behind Bayonetta, Devil May Cry, some of my favorite video games here of all time. Resident Evil 2. I never played Beautiful Joe, but it was a beautiful looking game from what I saw about it. So yeah, this guy is a based game designer. Apparently though, he's a crazy guy on Twitter. Apparently he blocks everyone. I've heard that he blocks everyone. He's absolutely wild. Look, I mean, look at this post here already. Really fed up with insects which never read my posts. He's literally referring to people as insects here. So you can see that he thinks quite highly of himself. Which never read my posts or header pick and just keep posting. That's why I'm telling you not to post me in languages other than Japanese. If you break rules, that means you are a brainless insect and will be blocked immediately. Be careful. So he's going in, calling people insects for posting to him in English. Which I think he speaks. If he wrote this tweet himself, then he speaks English. But for some reason he hates being posted in non-English. I mean non-Japanese. So he has some rules here. Rules. Check my log profile before you tweet. No repeated questions, no advice, no tagging me in your conversation, no requests or asking about games which are not mine / our IP. No Bayonetta 2. No Metal Gear Rising. No ship posts. My block button is bigger than ever. Some nice food though. Look at this. That looks delicious. This looks freaking delicious, chat. Oh. Let's use my new trick again. so we can see delicious food closer up. Oh! Delicious. That does look good. Looks like some kind of like katsu dish, right? What looks like katsu sauce with some eggs, some like fried aubergine and some prawns or something. Looks good. Anyway, the rest of his page is Japanese, so I can't really read it. I can't read this stuff. What is he saying here about Bayonetta 2, I wonder? Can I translate this page? Translate to English. There we go. Let's prepare for Bayonetta 3 by playing Bayonetta 1 and Bayonetta 2. There are both packaged and downloadable versions. Both can be completed in 10 hours, so there's still time. Wow! Google Translate is way better than it used to be. That made sense. I used to use Translate a lot because I used to go on foreign websites a lot for some reason when I was growing up. And Google Translate always barely worked to the point you could just kind of get the gist, but that was perfectly translated. Wow, it's really improved. I don't usually say things like this, but I would like people who are thinking about buying Bayonetta 3 to spread the word about it. I'm trying to make Bayonetta 3 so that even people who haven't played the series can enjoy it. But Bayonetta, the story has a deep connection with 1 and 2. It's definitely more interesting to play through the whole series. Please prepare for it. Yeah, Google Translate it pops off these days. That's amazing. I can literally just go on Japanese websites now and read them in full English. He uses ellipses a lot. I used to do that. Let's turn off that scrap cap. Unfortunately, it doesn't translate the photos. They need to work on that. Anyway, yeah, this guy is known to be pretty crazy on Twitter. Pretty crazy character on Twitter. But anyway, she says she messaged this guy asking for her full worth.
And who has been in business in Japan to write in Japanese to him. I know he read it because I got a reply.
Oh wow, she got a reply from Hideki.
He values greatly my contribution to the game and that the fans really want me to voice it over. And the memory of first meeting me as Bayonetta is a memory I hold dear. So I thought, great, thank God. That was when they offered me $4,000 US. Do you know, Platinum had the cheek to say that I was busy, that they couldn't make it work with Miss Taylor's schedule. Well, I had nothing but time. They now have a new girl voicing her over.
Oh, I missed this part. So she talks about the new voice actress here. I completely missed this part when I was looking over this the first time. I didn't see part 3 because it was buried a little. But yeah, she messaged Hideki. I missed out on that nugget of information there. She messaged Hideki asking for her full worth, and then they offered her after that 4,000. So it's almost like he was trolling her. Like he didn't like the message. Like, I'll give her an offer. She'll blah blah blah. She can't refuse $4,000.
I wish her all the joy in the world. I wish her all the jobs, but she has no right to say she is the voice of Bayonetta. I created that voice. She has no right to sign.
Okay, this is getting a little weird. So I didn't see this part. If I had seen this part, I may have not called to boycott, because it seems like there's some venom in her over the new voice actress who probably had nothing to do with what happened. I mean, they literally just hired a new actress because this woman declined the role, right? Because in her words, they offered her too low a price, and so they hired someone else. They actually hired someone with an incredible voice acting career. She's been in everything. I forget her name exactly. But anyway, they replaced her with a voice actor with way more experience than this woman has ever had. Which they may have been planning the whole time, which is what I got the gist from. So initially people thought, I thought this as well, that they offered her a terrible contract. Sort of like hedging their bets. Like, if she accepts, great. If she doesn't accept, then we'll hire this more established voice actor who's, you know, more famous, has more roles to her name, etc. Higher pedigree, basically. That's what I initially thought, but I'll get to that in a second. Why that's not entirely
have the right to sign as Eva Green, even though
the truth.
Her parrot on the video game The Golden Compass. That portrayal is hers and hers alone. They'll probably try and do a spin-off with Jan. Don't buy that either.
Ooh, I didn't see that part before. So she's saying not to buy anything with the new voice actress in. Oh, holy shit, dude.
They'll probably try and do
I'm just gonna make sure I got the whole gist of that.
Created that voice. She has no right to sign. I'll have a new girl voicing her over. And I love actors. I wish her all the joy in the world. I wish her all the jobs, but she has no right to say she is the voice of Bayonetta. I created that voice.
But she's the voice. Like, that's a very strange state to have. Like, she has no right to say that she's the voice of Bayonetta. But she is the voice now. So yes, she can say that. And it's true. So that's an extremely weird take. This part 3 is a very strange part. The other parts paint this woman in a pretty good light. She's like fighting the big man and the fat cats. But this part kind of shows a little bit of venom here to the other actress that got the role instead.
She has no right to sign merchandise as Bayonetta.
She has no right to sign merchandise as Bayonetta.
I have the right to sign as Eva Green, even though I was her parrot on the video game The Golden Compass. That portrayal is hers and hers alone. They'll probably try and do a spin-off with Jan. Don't buy that either.
Spin-off with Jan? I don't know what that part means. Anyway. Jennifer Hale. When she said Jan, was she referring to Jennifer Hale? I'm not sure. I don't know what that with Jan part means. She might be referring to Jennifer. Maybe you can shorten Jennifer to Jan. Anyway, Jennifer Hale is a hugely famous voice actress. She's been in everything. If we look at some of her if we look at some of the voices she does, check out her Wikipedia. Years active. She's been doing it since 1988. Let's look at her filmography, I guess. So yeah, a huge amount of credits here. Samurai Jack, Skeleton Warriors, Spider-Man. She played Felicia Hardy. Oh my goodness. I didn't know that. She played Felicia. So if we just look here, just bringing it up, I'm enhancing CSI style. Where on earth is Carmen Sandiego? Skeleton Warriors, I don't know what that is. SWAT Cats, so that was her early work. Spider-Man, Felicia Hardy. I still kind of remember that voice. That's kind of strange, isn't it? I still can picture that voice in my head, so it must have been a good performance there. Iron Man as Julia Carpenter, and Spider-Woman, She-Dragon. Biker Mice from Mars. Holy shit, dude. She was my childhood, man. She's been in everything I used to watch as a kid. Biker Mice from Mars. I used to love that show. Who did she play in that? Harley. I don't remember who that was, but still, I used to love that show. Bruno the Kid. Real Adventures of Johnny Quest. Oh my goodness, I used to watch that shit. I've forgotten about that. Mighty Ducks. Tamagotchi Video Adventures. Johnny Bravo, let's go. And in Johnny Bravo, she was various characters. Probably played all the women in that show. All the women that Johnny used to pursue. Pinky and the Brain as Winnie. Cow and Chicken as various characters. Superman the Animated Series, various characters. Dexter's Laboratory. Powerpuff Girls. Chimp Channel. Batman Beyond. Oh my god, who was she in Batman Beyond? Jessie. Detention. Spider-Man Unlimited. She was Harley. She got to play... almost thought that said Harley Quinn, but then I was like, wait, no, it's Spider-Man. That's not... She plays Cinderella. She's played... blah, 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 blah. Basically everyone. Justice League, Black Siren, Killer Frost, others. What's New Scooby-Doo as various characters. Let's see if I can find any good ones here. She was in Ben 10. Blah, blah, blah. Apparently there was new Biker Mice from Mars in 2007. I did not know that. I thought that show ended in the 90s. So that's news to me. She's been in G.I. Joe. Legend of Korra as Avatar Kyoshi. Okay, that's a pretty famous role, right? Being in Legend of Korra. Let's see if I can quickly get some more stuff out. I give up. I was going to use my new trick again. She was in Totally Spies, the movie. She was in Star Wars Rise of Skywalker as one of the weird aliens. Lots of Scooby-Doo credits here. More Powerpuff Girls, Cinderella, Superman, Metal Gear Solid 2. Ah. Interesting. So she had credits with video games before. In fact, wait, what am I saying? She's been in tons of video games, hasn't she? I think she's primarily a video game actress, actually. She's Ash in Overwatch. She's Ash in Overwatch. How could I forget that? So yeah, the new voice actress is Ash in Overwatch. And she's now playing Bayonetta. She's in Ratchet. She's Rivet in Ratchet and Clank. Oh my goodness, she's been in so many video games. She's in Halo. Knack. She's in Knack. The Last of Us as one of the voiceover casts. Bioshock Infinite as Rosalind Lutece. Oh, she's one of the people that flip the coin. That's cool. That's a pretty famous role, dude. I'm enjoying Overwatch so much, says it's playing. Oh, nice. I'm about to play that game. I'm just finishing this drama in a moment. My drama segment. Quite a long segment so far. But I've been enjoying it. Yeah, I'm looking through what this woman's been in. The new voice actress, Jennifer Hale. She's been in like every video game ever made. She's been in WALL-E as well. The WALL-E video game. Oh yeah, she was Commander Shepard in Mass Effect. As in the character you play as in Mass Effect. That's pretty huge. That's a pretty huge role in video game terms. She was Samus Aran in Metroid Prime 3. She was in Desperate Housewives, the game. What the fuck? Dude, we should play that on stream. I've never heard of a Desperate Housewives, the game. It's for Windows. What the fuck? What were they thinking? 2006. For those that don't know, Desperate Housewives was like a show that everyone's mum used to watch when I was growing up. They made a video game of it. That's so funny. Okay, we're playing that on stream at some point. If I can get it to run. It says 2006. I don't know if that will still run. Maybe I can get it on Steam. I don't know. Anyway, let's close that. That's funny. Ape Escape, Doom 3, blah blah blah, EverQuest. She was in EverQuest? Cool. Catwoman. She was in the Catwoman video game as Catwoman. Nice. Samurai Jack game, blah 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 blah. She was in everything. Star Wars X-Wing vs TIE Fighter as the Rebel Commander Rebel Pilot 3. Oh my goodness. She's been in fucking everything. She's in Metal Gear Solid, so she has some experience with the Metal Gear games. That's kind of awesome. Oh my goodness. No way, dude. No freaking way. Oh my goodness. She was in one of my favorite games of all time. Where is it? She was in... Wait, what? Why? Oh my goodness, what have I done? What have I done? Oh god, what have I done? I've made a really big mistake here. Oh no. Oh no. I've made a text box extremely huge. To the point that it doesn't fit. I'm trying to make it small right now. That's why you're seeing it drag across the screen. Whoopsie, whoopsie. Whoopsie. Oh my god, have I made it infinitely huge? What have I done? What the fuck have I done? I don't know if I can make this a normal size ever again. Anyway, that kind of ruined where I was going with that, but she's in one of my favorite games of all time, 2000's Spider-Man. I'm pretty sure this is... Yeah, dude, this game is so good. This game is so good. I'm outing myself as a boomer for this game right now. And she was Black Cat, and I still remember how the voices sound, because it was such a sexy voice, and I was like 7, so it just stuck with me forever. As things do when you're 7. And they're very... Wait, what? Why? What's wrong with my plugin? It was working so well earlier. Let's try that again. Okay, I've broken my fancy plugin that I was very happy to have. I've broken it. It's not working anymore. No! I broke it by trying to highlight Spider-Man. Anyway, there it is. Spider-Man, year 2000. Freaking awesome game. And she was a very sexy Black Cat voice. And she played Mary Jane as well, which is also a very sexy voice. She was in Spider-Man 2 Enter Electro. I never played that one. I wonder if that's good. She was Rogue, Dr. Watts, and Computer Number 2. She was Dory in Finding Nemo video game. That's nice. They couldn't get Ellen. Ellen? Yeah, Ellen DeGeneres. She's the actual voice in the movie. Anyway, interesting to look at the accolades of voice actors. I mean, their voices vary so much that you never know it's the same actor. A lot of the time. That was our Larry Moss segue. Where are we? Helena Taylor, there we are. So yeah, I think it's scummy that she called this girl out, right? Anyway, that was the first part, okay? I didn't see part 3, so I supported her completely. I was like, fuck the fat cats. Voice actors should get paid more. I'm boycotting the game. And also, I thought she was great in the first 2 games, so I was like, why wouldn't they rehire her and give her the money she deserves? But then, there was a part 2 to this drama, right? After I posted that, some more things came out of the woodworks. I'm going to see if I can find a convenient video to highlight this. Let's just type in Bayonetta 3 drama. Luana says, I searched and she is the player character Sylvari female. I have like 3 characters in Guild Wars 2 that have her voice. Or she's Queen Jenna in Guild Wars 2. Yeah, that's awesome. She's also Ashe in Overwatch, which is huge. Ashe's voice is great, by the way. Ashe sounds great. And the thing is, I don't know what nationality Jennifer Hale is. Is she another British person? A lot of like good voice actors are, because we have a big... No, she's Canadian, okay. So she's Canadian, the other one. So she's going to have to put on an English accent for Bayonetta, but I'm sure she's capable of doing that. So yeah, here we go. Here's a Moist Critical Reacts. That's too long. 46 minutes, fuck you. So he must have an update. we've been lied to. I bet this is it. In fact, I think I watched a bit of
muted
this
throughout
earlier.
all of its cutscenes and shit. It is a big component, so I'm really tired of that dumb take. But Helena Taylor here, if all of this is true, which it seems like it is
Okay, let's just
internet
watch
drama is a-
this. It's 8 minutes, and then we'll talk about it. I don't want to keep on the drama train too much longer. I want to play some
a
Overwatch
lot
games.
like a Pokemon. It can always evolve, and that's exactly what we've seen today. A very spicy piece of drama.
But anyway, yeah, that's a new voice actress. Just to make that clear, it's Jennifer Hale. She's a proven voice actress. She's good in everything that she's been in. I don't think there's anything that you'll see her credited and think like, wow, that voice acting was shitty. It just won't happen. So they've replaced her with someone probably even more talented than the original voice actress. But still in my mind, it was a scummy move because she did such a great job in the first 2 games. I thought, she should be compensated. She says she passed the interview. So she gave a performance again for the 3rd game, and they were like, great performance, and wanted her. And I'm guessing Jennifer Hale also gave a great performance. So they were thinking, fuck you, we can just go with this girl. Because I think like Hideki wanted to like prove a point or something, because he's a massive troll in life, isn't he? So I think he didn't like her tone or something in the email, and so decided to fuck her over. Well, that was my initial thought anyway. Let's look at the update to what's going on with this drama.
Recently just entered into its metamorphosis stage, and now it's about to pop out of the larva and become a beautiful butterfly. And unfortunately, this butterfly is coming with bad news. It seems like we may have all been lied to, fed a fib, played for a fool, schmeckeldorfed. It's in regards to the Bayonetta 3 situation. I recently made a video covering all of the drama with Bayonetta 3, and within 24 hours of posting this video, the entire situation got flipped on its ass with a stunning plot twist the likes of which George R.R. Martin could only dream of writing. And it's left me out in the rain, cold, scared, and wondering where everything went wrong. For those that aren't caught up to speed with this latest drama lore, I'll give you the quick breakdown. Helena Taylor is the voice actress behind Bayonetta, an iconic character, and she made a series of posts on Twitter that all went viral, the first of which being a video that has nearly 10 million views, stating that the reason she's not voicing Bayonetta in the new game coming up is because they were only offering her $4,000 for the whole game. Obviously, $4,000 for a role this size in a AAA game of this caliber is pretty low. You could probably make $4,000 quicker and easier just pretending to be a girl in RuneScape. So she called it an insulting offer, and everyone on the internet agreed, because obviously this is a pretty shitty deal. So she turned down the role and walked away and said that it's because they were only offering her that $4,000 for the whole game. She then urged fans to boycott Bayonetta 3 and instead spend that money on charities instead. Now, Nintendo does what Nintendo does best. They ignored this whole situation. I think they're still trying to figure out how email works, so they probably never even saw this to begin with. But Platinum Games lead Hideki Kamiya did at least become aware of this situation by making that post saying,
So Hideki just says it was untrue from the start. So he's saying untrue and beware of my rules, which we looked at earlier. Like no English posts, no posts about certain things, etc., or he blocks you immediately.
You know, it's sad about the untruth out there and beware of my rules. The tweet reads like a monologue from a villain after they've been caught in Scooby-Doo, but the beware of my rules that he caps locked in there refers to his rule of if you speak English, you get blocked. For many years now, Kamiya has been well known.
Yeah, we talked
to block
about this.
Anyone that speaks database. It's wild how many people he's blocked. So that's what he's talking about here. And for the last couple days, this is where the story had stopped. This is where the brakes were really pumped into full effect until last night. A Bloomberg article came out that really absolutely changed the entire situation here. Bloomberg, more like Boomberg, because this shit was a bomb. The report comes from two people who were familiar with the negotiations, and the documentation was
Okay,
reviewed.
so this whole thing, by the way, to me seemed a little bit fishy. So the source of this update to this news story comes from a Bloomberg article, in which they say they reviewed documentation that stated that Platinum Games sought Taylor to do 5 sessions, each paying 3,000 to 4,000. So they're basically saying that her claim of 4,000 as a flat rate for the whole game was a lie or false, and they're actually going to pay her, let's do the math here, at least 15k. So they're saying at least 5 sessions, each paying 3,000 to 4,000. So they're saying she would be paid at least 15k, which seems like a pretty decent rate. Like, that's got to be higher than normal. Although it's probably not as much as she should be compensated, really, if you think about it like from a moral point of view of how profitable the games are and everything. 15k is still a huge chunk of change. So it is significant that if this is true, that she's actually getting paid over 15k. That is significant over what she claimed, which was 4k, which was disgusting for the whole game. Whoa, BS Bikes! Woo! Let's go! Okay, where's my desktop scene? Thank you so much, BS Bikes. It's been a while, man. I'm still echoing. Hello. Thank you. Robert Henning, hello. Lots of familiar names here. Hello, 87 Sunflowers. Hello, BS Bikes. Good morning, how are you, man? Long time no talk to. Yeah, so I've changed around a lot of things recently. I'm currently making more YouTube videos than I am streaming, and I've changed my stream schedule to be like twice a week, but for 4 hours, so like 8 hours a week at the moment. So I'm on Twitch less, but I'm also enjoying it more. So it's all good. Yeah, fantastic to see you. How have you been doing, BS Bikes? I'm also, to support myself, I'm getting a job riding a motorcycle around. So I got my CBT license recently. That was fun. I was driving around a motorbike at 30 miles an hour, feeling like I was going to die. And I got that. So I'll soon be doing deliveries to like support myself doing the Twitch and YouTube stuff. So that's exciting as well. And I'll go for my full license at some point. So that's what's going on in my life right now. Lots of changes, but good changes. I'm running a lot as well. That's changed since I last saw you. So my cardio health is like double what it was before when we last talked. I'm getting on that cardio train. I realized I had no energy most days because my cardio fucking sucked. Like my fitness levels have just been declining steadily. And I was like, why am I so tired all the time? Then I kind of realized, oh, I'm really unfit. So yeah, I've been running a lot, getting my fitness back up, so I have more energy to work on things, and it's been working really well. Hello, good morning, Beard the Squabblehead. Hello. Do what is healthy for you. I agree, BS Spikes. The struggle is trying to find out what actually is healthy. You got to try things, and then those things sometimes don't work, and you're like, well, what do I do now? You just got to keep trying and figure shit out. And yeah, I've been down a long road the last few months. Hard road, but it's working out, I think. I'm starting to get the hang of it. Robert Henning, I miss your face. I miss seeing your name in chat, dude. You're talking about that months ago, yeah. I got it all done. Progress is what it's about, yeah. Now I just need a bike. And then I'll be on the road. Well, the thing is, though, it's winter soon, and I probably don't want to ride my bike much in winter, so I'll probably do, like, a load of deliveries until it gets cold, and then I'll stop. Just wait the winter out, and then I'll do more deliveries again. That's my plan anyway, because I don't want to be riding a bike in the ice. That doesn't sound like a good idea, especially since I haven't ridden a bike much. Kuroku Gaming Bike Racer, yeah. But I'm actually very slow on the bike. I'm scared to go fast. Those things are scary, man. Just going at 30 feels like you're doing like 100 in a car. It feels crazy. Just like I'm literally like sitting. It feels as unsafe as, you know, those like images you see of people like riding the rocket? What's that movie where he like rides the rocket and takes his hat off and he's like, yeehaw! It feels like that to me when I'm on a bike, when I'm riding a bike. Feels like I'm just like sitting on a fucking rocket. That's how unsafe it feels. Winter is coming here. I have a winter bike I built with studded tires last year, but we didn't get snow. 30 is fast, isn't it? Yeah, it feels fast. It's not fast. Well, I guess it is Like, I can't run that fast, so it is fast. But then it's not compared to... Like, most people would say it's slow, especially motorheads. They'll be like, slow as fuck, man. My 7-litre bike can go 300 miles per hour. It's like, okay. So that would be terrifying. If you slide on the ground, 30 is fast. Exactly. If you come off, it's like, you're not going to say 30 isn't fast. You're going to be sliding for quite a while. Ruining your biker gear. That's my angle. Yeah, I'm the same. Like, I definitely err on the side of caution when I'm riding or even driving any kind of vehicle. I've always been like cautious. And so far, no crashes in my car. So I'm hoping I'll have the decent luck on the bike as well. Sup, Kroku? What's up, Nixon? Long time no see, Nixon. Anyway, we're just going over the recent drama that I was interested in. First of all, we went over the Amouranth Twitch drama. I don't know if you guys have heard of that. And the drama around that is pretty interesting stuff. Pretty crazy drama, actually. And now I'm on the Bayonetta 3 voice actor drama, which was also kind of spicy to me. And we're just about finishing up now. I'm watching Moist Critical's video on the recent Bayonetta 3 drama twist, which is that, you know, they're accusing this woman of lying. To me, that sounds a little fishy. People are saying, but it was reviewed by Bloomberg. These publications sometimes just fucking lie to get clicks. This could all just be a fabricated thing, where money was traded hands to get this article up. They knew it would drive clicks and attention, so they just did it anyway. It doesn't mean that this is true, but so far, unfortunately, we've had no new news from Helena Taylor. So I'm hoping that Helena Taylor comes out like, no, this is the contract they gave me. They're lying. But so far, she hasn't done that. And that's starting to make me doubt her claims, at least personally. So I don't know who's right yet, but this is the latest drama
by Bloomberg and confirmed
on the situation.
To be genuine. So according to them, Platinum Games really wanted to get Helena Taylor back. And
BS Spike says, I got a drama my ass to work. I'll stop talking your face off now. Dude, I welcome any kind of chat interaction. I like the talking my face off. BS Spike says, I'm Mr. Safety with a penchant for speed. Penchant for speed. Penchant for... So you like going fast, but like fast, safe? Nice. Some people can drive remarkably fast in a safe way because, you know, once you get like a lot of experience, you kind of know where you can push your limits safely. But right now, I'm nowhere near at that level. I shouldn't be on the road, but I shouldn't be on the road on a bike, but I will be soon. I'm just going to take it very slow, make sure I get used to driving the bike before I start taking deliveries. So I'll probably just be going, for the first few weeks, I'll probably just go out riding every day, just get a feel for it, make sure I'm confident on the bike. Especially if I'm going into like built up areas to do deliveries. Like right now, the thought of driving around London on a bike, is terrifying to me, but I think I'll build up to that until I can do it. The Amouranth situation is fucked. Yeah, it's so fucked. You couldn't have made that shit up. Like I was saying earlier, it's almost like one of those tragic Greek mythology stories or something, the way it's turned out. It's great to see you, and I'll be lurking. Thank you! I appreciate the lurk massively, dude. Thank you for the raid as well. Really unexpected. That's the word I was looking for. Really unexpected. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it.
Voicing Bayonetta. According to the documents, they didn't offer her $4,000 for the entire game. They offered her up to $4,000 per session for 5 sessions of 4 hours each. So about
I'm almost thinking if this is true, then Helena Taylor may have made a mistake where she read the contract wrong and thought they were offering her $4,000 for the whole game. It almost feels like maybe she misread and then blew up about it, which would be embarrassing, and I hope that's not the case. But yeah, it could be a case of her just misreading and misunderstanding the contract when she was actually offered a decent rate. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see where the truth lies eventually, I'm sure. The truth will come out, or maybe she'll just stay quiet about it because she knows she's in the wrong. Who knows? Another part of me thinks that she might be the type to just not want to be involved in this anymore, even though she has more evidence and could fight it. Maybe she's scared because now it's gotten way bigger than she could have imagined, this whole thing. Who knows? Right now, I'm erring on the side of not knowing where the truth really lies. Because a lot of people, especially people that react on Twitter, even reactionary content creators, they just kind of jump on the bandwagon of, oh, this is true. Like, first they were like, oh, it's true what she's saying. Then this comes out and they're like, she's lying. But it's like, you don't actually know she's lying yet. This is just some counter evidence to her claims. But it could be completely fabricated. We don't know. They could just be trying to save their asses here in this controversy against Helena Taylor.
$1,000 per hour, which is very different than the claims Helena Taylor was leading us to believe. So in response to the initial offer here of the $4,000 per session, Taylor allegedly asked for a six-figure sum as well as residuals.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. So she apparently asked for a six-figure sum for doing the game. And there could be an argument that that's kind of what she deserves. And I would be inclined to agree with that. Maybe a six-figure is what she deserves for being the main character of a game that has had huge profits and that she's been partly responsible for, getting those huge profits because she embodied the character so well, which helped, you could argue, to sell copies of the game. She was really badass as Bayonetta, a great voice.
On the game, which Platinum declined, and then after those negotiations fell through...
Like, you couldn't have asked for a better performance as the character, I would say. She really did the character justice.
Walked away and they took auditions for a new voice actress for Bayonetta. According to professional voice actors, that $4,000 per session rate that Helena Taylor was being offered is above the norm. Now, I do think it's important to mention...
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty... If you're just thinking in rate of pay-wise, that's a pretty decent rate of pay. That's a decent chunk of change. I definitely wouldn't scoff at that. But then you've got to think of the huge success the game's already had with her voices and the huge success that the game's going to make with her voice again. I think maybe she just wanted a bit more of, a fair compensation for doing the work. And you could argue that a six-figure salary wouldn't be... it wouldn't be asking for too much. She is in a way asking for her worth, which is what she said, right? A lot of people are going to attack her now, though, because they're like, 15k is loads. How dare you scoff at that pay? But then if you look at the bigger picture, I don't see why she couldn't be paid a six-figure salary for being the voice.
Still plenty of room here for a debate on whether or not voice acting talent is paid reasonably. As I understand it, it's actually...
I would say no, they're not paid reasonably in scale to the projects that they work on. Definitely not. I've heard of... In fact, I think Charlie talks about it here, so I'll just let him continue.
It's been a long-running thing for a while that voice actors get fucked in the face when it comes to what they're paid for their work, at least in comparison to other mediums, and I didn't realize how big this problem was. Even just recently, the Jujutsu Kaisen Zero...
This is what I was about to touch on. So the Jujutsu Kaisen Zero, which is right now a hugely popular anime, the actors were paid...
The actors came out and revealed that they were only getting paid $150 each for their roles.
$150 each for the roles of the box office smash Jujutsu Kaisen Zero. I think this was the I think it was a movie of Jujutsu Kaisen, which is right now a hugely popular anime. 150. Fuck. That's awful. And then seeing it become so popular and getting such a small chunk of change for it must hurt. It must sting.
And these were huge roles. Like, that is outrageous.
Yeah.
And I've seen plenty of actual fucking stupid brain takes from Twitter assholes who love to take their pants off and wiggle their little wiener around saying, voice acting's so easy, they shouldn't even be paid at all. They're paid
They love to take their pants off and wiggle their little wieners around. Well, the way he puts things is so poetic.
Exposure more than anything. They should be grateful to even be in the game to begin with. It's an honor. I don't know why they're even asking.
I've got to go to work. See you around. See you, Expaling. Have a good one. Thanks so much for the lurk, dude. And thanks for, yeah, comments as well.
For pay. $1,000 is too much for how easy the job
Have a good day, man.
is. And I think it's pretty clear how dumb that shit is. Voice acting is a legitimate talent that takes years to perfect, and it's a very important part of media, especially games. If you have shitty voice acting...
So, BS Bikes gang, how you guys doing? How have the streams been going recently, BS Bikes gang?
The character is going to become a laughable joke and the narrative is going to fall flat on its face. We've seen it a million times before and we'll see it a million more into the future. Voice acting is integral to these stories, and if you don't think so, then please just play the games on mute from now on. Put your money where...
I've got to say, I agree with this take 100% that, you know, voice acting is integral to media in general. If you've ever played a game or watched a film with terrible voice acting, it completely ruins the experience.
Your mouth is. I'd like to see how much you really connect with a game when it's just completely fucking muted throughout all of its content.
And it is also a talent and a skill. Like, you can't just get anyone off the street to give a convincing role. It doesn't work that way. This is a talent you have to work on for years and years, just like anything else. So it should be compensated fairly, I think.
Scenes and shit. It is a big component, so I'm really tired of that dumb take. But Helena Taylor here, if all of this is true, which it seems like it is the worst.
Again, he says it seems like it is, right? So he's not not saying that this is definitely the truth, because that would be crazy. But a lot of people are taking this as the definitive truth, and right now just like bombing Helena Taylor, probably blowing up her inbox on Twitter, etc.
Person to try and spark this kind of debate, because she's just completely framed this wrongly by lying and manipulating everyone. She also did respond with an email saying that it's all an absolute lie and said Platinum was trying to save their ass and the game.
So yeah, I was saying this earlier that that could be what they're trying to do, and it could be fabricated. Just because Bloomberg inspected the documents before posting doesn't mean it's true. There are a lot of incentives for the Bloomberg article to exist. It's probably driving a lot of clicks right now to their articles. So
she said she stood by everything she said in the video. I would like to put this whole bloody franchise behind me, quite frankly. Get on with my life in theater, she wrote. So this is an absolute dog shit response from Helena Taylor here. I don't even know where to begin. I guess we'll start with the obvious one. If this is all a lie, it should be extremely easy for her to prove that they're lying, because she's already broken the NDA. You know, she's already wiped her whole ass with the NDA. You might as well just show the contract they offered you, the negotiation documents they offered you that would confirm your side of $4,000 for the whole game. You should be able to easily produce that, considering you've already broken the NDA, so there's no reason not to prove that you're being truthful here. This should be an easy slam dunk if this is all a lie. But then she goes on to say that she wants to put this entire bloody franchise behind her and move on. You started this. You were the instigator. What do you mean? It's not like this just came out of nowhere and threw you into this whirlwind of...
Yeah, I agree with what Charlie is saying here. She's the instigator, and now she's like backing out. But it makes you think like maybe they just offered her money to keep quiet about it. You never know. I think money's changing hands in this instance. But yeah, hopefully she comes up with some evidence or something to back up her claims. That would be the good end to this story. Otherwise, she's completely ruined her career. Because now who's going to, at least as a voice actress, because now who's going to hire her when there's all this drama surrounding her name? And right now it does seem like she's a liar and manipulator, because they've posted that she was lying and she was actually offered this much. It was, you know, the documents were checked by Bloomberg and went up, and now she's not counteracting that. She's not counteracting that those statements. Well, then people are just going to believe what they posted. So she's ruined her voice acting career if that's true, and that's extremely silly. But yeah, she basically went from being the de facto like she went from making like a awesome power move basically and being this figure that people were like a figure that people really liked and respected, right, for her role in Bayonetta, to an internet Karen, basically. Now everyone just thinks of her as like a massive Karen who makes up shit on the internet and doesn't accept 15k because she thinks she's above that. Which isn't the best end for her. I mean, she really fucked up here if she's not going to post anything else. Anyway, that's all the drama I have. What a twist there. I don't think I have any other drama. That was such a long drama segment. How long have we been streaming? 2 hours of drama? Holy shit, I'm slow. I need to go faster. Okay, there was one more, not drama, but news I was interested in that I want to share. So I didn't know this until today. But there's a Silent Hill 2 remake being made. And some graphics comparisons were posted recently. If you've ever played Silent Hill 2 or know anything about it, you will know that it's quite a legendary game. It's an old game from, I think, the early 2000s. In which you basically get the shit scared out of you for the whole runtime of the game. It was extremely successful at capturing that kind of horror where you're like inside your own head, the kind that really fucks you up. In fact, I tried to play this game one time. I got an emulator and ran it on my PC and everything. I think I like upscaled it all to HD as well. Got some like HD texture packs or whatever. Played it in a way that was really enjoyable. And I couldn't complete the game because it scared the shit out of me. So yeah, it's a very scary game. Probably the scariest game I've played. Because it really tapped into that like psychological horror aspect. It wasn't just all like jump scares. It did have some jump scares, of course, but it really like got in your head, this game. And they're remaking it with good graphics, which is very cool because the original game had bad graphics because it was like a PS2 game. So yeah, here's some graphics comparison that I'm just pulling up now. I haven't seen this video yet. I've only seen screenshots, but let's watch this together and admire the work they've done. And let's all pray that this is a good game as well. I'd love to play this on stream. So far, looks great. Silent Hill 2. Original versus remake. Okay. I don't like the editing on this video. It's worrying. One play. Can you show the thing, please? Mm-hmm. Okay. Instant Gaming. So it's like an advertisement for this website, Instant Gaming. Okay. Original. So the original looked pretty fucking good for the time it was made. Is that really... The original graphics look better than I remember. And there's the new one. Looks pretty good. I just hope they've got to capture the atmosphere or it will fail. Because part of the reason Silent Hill 2 was so scary was the atmosphere was on point. You would really get immersed into the atmosphere of the game. I've got to say the reflection looks more realistic in the original. It looks too clear in the remake. So far I'm actually voting the original so far. I mean, obviously the face model is way more high detailed and looks way more like a human being. But I like the depth of field effect they've got on the original. And it looks more realistic how the smudges overlay. Well, not more realistic, but more... It just looks better how the smudges and cracks on the window are like overlaid on his face, whereas in the original, in the remake, it just looks so clear. So clear a reflection. Looks way better when he's touching his face, though. Okay, so this is what I remember the graphics looking like. I guess the gameplay had different graphics to the cutscenes. So the remake, yeah, that looks way better. Original has a nice hazy look that the remake doesn't quite capture. It doesn't have as much film grain. I think they should actually turn up the film grain in this case to make it match the original a little better in atmosphere. But yeah, it looks decent. Now this is where the new game has got to look a lot better, right? And a scenic shot. Back then, games did not have render distances that were any more than like 10 meters without turning to shit. So surely this is going to look way better. Yeah, it does. Although they're missing a quality of the original, that they're missing the misty quality a little bit. I want to see some mist over the water like in the original here, to fully be a faithful remake here. I would like to see some mist over the water, which they haven't really captured. They got some clouds. It looks a bit misty at the bottom of the mountain, but I want to see the mist over the water. But yeah, that looks good. Looks decent. I wonder what they're going to do with the gameplay, because some aspects of the original, the gameplay would be very dated today. I remember one of the mechanics in the game, you kind of beat the zombies over the head with like a plank of wood like 25 times for them to die, which I'm pretty sure would not be a game mechanic people would welcome and accept today. That was very old school, very clunky. It worked for the game at the time, but that's outdated. So I wonder how they're going to handle all those like really outdated game mechanics. Because if they go the other way and make it too modern and too action-oriented, it won't be scary anymore. Like, the weird mechanic where you beat them over the head 20 times, it made the game more scary because your guy just sucked at combat, which made you fear the enemies more. So, it'll be interesting. Let me speak. Mouth. I'm talking to myself here. Let me speak, mouth. It will be interesting to see how they handle that. Yes. Silent Hill 2 Remake will use a third-person camera from the shoulder. Oh, I don't know if I like that. I'm pretty sure it was a... Yeah, that will take out the fear factor. Okay. Thing is, it might not be special with these new... There's something very special about the way the original Silent Hill plays. There's the original there. Remake. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. The only thing is... So, you see how misty the original was? That worked in a way, one, to make the game run, because they were running on like the PS2, so they had to use a lot of fog so they could just like blank out everything back here and only render what's in front of you, what you're seeing. So it was partly to do with hardware limitation, the reason there was so much fog, but it also enhanced the horror aspect because you literally couldn't see what you were walking into. Now in the remake, they've got a lot of fog still, right? But it's very realistic looking. To the point you can see things in the background though. And that's where I'm a little worried here. Because it looks like if there was an enemy in this mist, you'd be able to see it quite clearly compared to the original. I'd like to see just like a thicker, denser mist as it goes into the distance here to really block out what's in the distance. But yeah, it does seem to be misty like the original. It just doesn't fully blank out what you're walking into. I would like it to be denser in a way, just to be more faithful, but it looks decent. Here we can see the same scene now uses renewed shots with a better image direction. Direction's very different. Okay, that was good. That was much better versus the original. So yeah, they've upped the production for the cutscenes, definitely. I can say that without a doubt. Let's see if Pyramid Head is as scary. Pyramid Head being the scariest villain. Yeah, he's still pretty scary. I don't like how there's not as long a shot on Pyramid Head, but everything else is way better. Like how they're building up tension now with him looking through. The gun coming into focus here. That's like a shot you would see in a movie. That looks great. In the original, some scenes were pre-rendered. In the remake, they will all be real-time, yeah. So the original did have some pretty nice, for the time, pre-rendered cutscenes. But they don't need to do that shit anymore. Our hardware can handle much better graphics. Real-time. So I think that's a good change. I've always preferred real-time cutscenes. I think ever since I played Resident Evil 4, ever since I played that game, I was just like, real-time cutscenes are awesome. And yeah, ever since I played that on the GameCube, I've just always preferred real-time. I hate watching pre-rendered cutscenes. They suck. Take you right out of the game. They were useful on like the PS1 gen, but ever since we had enough power to actually make... Ooh. So right here, I prefer the original take. So I think the stuff showing Pyramid Head is scarier in the original, because you actually see the fucked up shit that he's going to do to you, dude. But in the remake, they've gone that route of not showing you everything. I mean, look how fucked up this scene is, dude. What are these like legs on legs, and he's just like basically R-wording them to death. That was terrifying. But they've gone the route of being a bit more coy in the new one, which is a bit of a shame. I think it's less scary that way. The mythical Pyramid Head also appears in the trailer looking spectacular. So there's Pyramid Head. He was... Oh yeah, he looks good. Pyramid Head has always been like a terrifying villain. Just what the fuck? What the fuck is he, man? Do you know what I think I've always thought? Like, I think someone in the character model thing was making a character model, and then they accidentally like spazzed out the head and just dragged it into a pyramid, and then thought, fuck. And then they just thought, wait a second, I could work with this, and just made it like a character. I reckon that's what happened, dude. Or maybe he ran out of polygons. He spent so many polygons on the body, he ran out of polygon budget and just decided to make like one polygon as the head. Because how do you come up with a character like this? It must have been like a happy accident in some way. Combat animations seem to have improved. Oh, this is what I'm interested in. This is the original, right? What I was saying is true. You just beat the zombies over the head with a plank of wood for like hours until they fall down, then you got to keep beating them. Riveting gameplay. So we'll see how they've improved this here. Okay, that looks like some Last of Us shit there. It looks like Joel going ham on the zombies. Original. So this made it scary too. The gun controls were extremely hard to use, just like in the original Resident Evil games. It was very like tanky to aim the gun. You would miss a lot of shots, which made it more scary. But now it looks like he even looks a bit like Leon, actually, now I'm thinking about it. This looks like a Resident Evil 4 remake, almost. You know what? I would argue that the original nurses were more scary. The new ones look too good, man. She's got some nice skin. Why have they done that? The new one is almost like a hot nurse rather than a scary nurse. The original has like grey dead skin and stuff. The new one looks kind of hot. Why have they done that? That makes it less scary to me. Although back then, not gonna lie, that's a lot of polygons to commit. I never noticed how detailed they were in the original. Look how smooth the boobs are. That was like unheard of back then. They really used like all the... Maybe that's the what happened. They used all their polygon budget on the nurse's boobs. And they had no more polygons left for Pyramid Head. So they just gave him a big polygon head and called it a day. When was Resident Evil? I mean, sorry, I'm mixing up games now. When was Silent Hill 2 made? I think it was like 2002 to 2004 at some point. Or maybe 2005. It wasn't 2021. That's a new one. Okay, so that Google search failed. 1999. Yeah, so those graphics are exceptional for 1999. Why was I thinking? I was thinking 2002 at first. Because that's around the time I was like aware of the game, I guess. Silent Hill. So here it's got 2001. So that was the release on PS2. It says 2001 here. So I was kind of close. It's kind of close, but my later estimates were way off when I was saying 2002 to 2005. So there's 2001. Yeah, graphics were phenomenal back then. I mean, for a game back then. It also explains the really dated mechanics because games in the very early half of the 2000s had very like I'm trying to think of the right word. I'm just going to say dated. They have very dated mechanics compared to games that released like 5 years later. There was a huge like improvement in the way games functioned in that time. With all those earlier releases on the consoles feeling very dated compared to later releases. There was a huge evolution in the way games like controlled and worked. You know, combat mechanics in games really evolved during that time. I mean, look at the mechanics of a game like Resident Evil 4, which released in 2004, 2005, compared to Silent Hill 2, which was released in 2001. There was a huge difference in how the game controlled. The game will be exclusive to the current generation and will use Lumen for the lighting system. Okay. I mean, it looks good. Graphics look fine. That looks dodgy. That looks dodgy. Oh yeah, that's much better. God, he has a lot of emotion in his face even. The original, he just like got this dead expression. Looks like a zombie putting that rope around his neck. Trailer also features a brief encounter with the first enemy. This was scary as fuck in the original, when you encounter your first enemy. So the graphics look good in the new one, but they don't look stand out for this generation. It still looks, it looks like PS4 quality, but it looks like a good budget, like a high budget PS4 game. Well, that's miles better, I guess. But I do find there is something scary about bad graphics. Maybe that's just a me thing, I don't know. Like when you're playing a horror game with really bad graphics, there's something about the bad graphics that... I think what it does, it lets your mind make up shit. So if there's like a bad graphics interpretation of like a nurse, your mind will fill in the blanks, at least my mind does, and it comes up with scarier shit than a game with higher fidelity graphics would. I think that's probably it. I think that's probably what's happening in my brain when I play scary games with bad graphics. Is that my mind fills in the blanks with scarier shit than the actual game would if it had better graphics. That looks good. I love the light playing off his beard hairs there. The game will arrive as a temporary exclusive on PS5 and PC. Xbox will be able to enjoy it later. That's nice, being released on a lot of consoles there. I'm liking the facial animations. They look really good. Really, yeah, I'm liking the performance of the actor. That looks really good, actually. Tears in his eyes and shit. He's got moisture on his lips. Did you see the moisture on his lips, chat? That's some high def shit. Damn, she's hot. I thought that was a new game for a second. That was the old game. They use a lot of polygon budget on the women in this game. Holy shit. We obviously had some passionate 3D modelers, 3D animators, model creators in the OG Silent Hill 2. Damn, Silent Hill 1 has some babes. Okay, cool. I mean Silent Hill 2, original. Was I calling it Silent Hill 1 that whole time? That's embarrassing. I mean the OG game. Anyway, that was all I had that interested me today. The Amouranth drama, which was the craziest shit I've seen in a long time. At least on Twitch, for sure. The Helena Taylor voice actor drama. Looks like there's still no conclusions here. She hasn't posted anything since her initial posts. In fact, she posted one calm after the storm morning walk. But then she hasn't posted anything since then, even though there's been more drama about this in the last 5 days. There's been more drama, like she hasn't come out to disprove the accusations. She's just keeping quiet right now, which makes me think maybe she did get things wrong or tell lies. But we'll see. We'll see. I definitely think it's not good to condemn people when you don't know the full picture yet, which is a mistake everyone on Twitter makes. So people are condemning her without knowing if those accusations on the Bloomberg article are true or not. We just don't know. Anyway, it's Overwatch time! Yeah, we're actually going to play a game now. Who would have thought? Damn, I spent a lot of time on drama today. Just trying something new. I think next time I'll try to keep the segment shorter. But yeah, I was trying to keep things fresh. Let's get the game up here. Oh, it's already up. Lovely. Cool. Everything seems to be working except the sound. Sound is working, confirmed. Okay, while I queue, I'm going to go to the toilet. I need a BRB. I also need water. I definitely need water. I haven't been drinking any. Let's just go straight into comp. And we will queue. We've got our ranks for support. So we will now queue damage and get our rank there. I've played like a couple of placements on damage, I think. I don't know if we'll have time to play Slime Rancher today. Hopefully we'll get like an hour on Slime Rancher. We'll see. What time is it now? It's 3... we might get like half an hour on Slime Rancher depending on how my games go. We'll see.
I can try Diva.
Did somebody say Esperanza? What does that mean? I'll try Hanzo. Fuck it. Let's see if Hanzo... I just remember that Hanzo is insanely fun. And I haven't played him in a long time. This could be insanely fun.
2, 1. Objective unlocks in 30 seconds.
Let's go!
Okay, I'm running. Go. Mora,
I think my sens is wrong. My sens is too high right now.
Don't forget to press click 1.
Yeah, my sens is too high. I was playing on my girlfriend's laptop recently. Changed my sens all wrong. There you go.
Objective unlocked.
How do I play Hanzo? Oh my goodness! I was just deleted by Genji. The Genji just deleted us. I'm scared of that Genji now. Holy shit.
They've taken the lead. Stop them.
Yes, sorry for those that wanted to watch me play games today. Sorry for how long the drama segment was. I think I'll keep that down in future. But I was having fun trying something new. I think I have tried that a few times, but it's always been kind of a half-assed attempt. So I was happy to this time put my whole ass into trying to digest the drama for you. I am playing a terrible Hanzo game right now. Genji on me! What if I just fucking melt the tank with Hanzo? Ryan Lowy. Genji on a backline. Nice. Okay, Overwatch 2 is fun. I'm liking this. I love how there's only one tank now. It was so hard trying to deal with 2 tanks before. So hard to be a support or a DPS. Don't know what he's saying.
Coming right. Just win this.
You can't hide.
Ah.
Ryan Lowy. Has Genji on me? I shouldn't have taken them back to my team. So I think they wasted blade there technically. Okay, is my volume too loud? I think it might be. Yeah, it's a little too loud.
Okay, we have point. Great.
Forward spawn.
Stay strong.
I'll find them.
I'm pushing pillar. Not my. Ah, bro.
Hayden stabbed Nate.
I was sure.
Okay, I'm losing my team points right now. First game back. Oh, I just missed every shot. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is really bad. I got a kill somehow. Okay, that was lucky. Whoops.
Bro, Hanzo, how can you have 1k DPS? I'm under attack. Can you switch maybe Jinkrat so you kill
Oh, it's just my first game today. I'm warming up.
Yeah, but then you can take a harder character.
You know, I can't. I'll suck on any character right now.
Being intelligent.
You can't hide.
Push, push, push. Oh fuck! Behind us, Hanzo.
Surrender to my will.
Oh, we really need to do something is right.
Their barricade is advancing.
The Kitsune is ready. Zarya, ready for
Scanning.
Broken shield.
Your team has lost the lead.
my ultimate
We
is
must
ready.
regain the lead.
The Kitsune is ready.
I'll find
Pain is inevitable.
Shit.
We are outnumbered.
I have to 1v1 this guy.
Guerre gros, très gros. No problem, no problem. This game mode is never good.
Killing.
Hanzo dead? Is he dead?
Enemy contact.
And a half. Don't know where that's coming from.
I know.
Dragon coming in the street. Behind.
Claiming the robot.
I'll find them.
Pilot.
A testament to my skill.
We killed the Hanzo, that's good.
Pilot.
Okay, I'm starting to learn how to use Hanzo again.
Just run. Guys, I told you to stay. Run away, run away.
Right, Larry. Kill it. So I think I stopped the Mercy from pushing. Nice.
Yes, I'm Modira. Let's 1v1 Reina. Fuck you, man.
So I don't know what happened there. I think people were staying behind with Reinhardt instead of pushing the thing.
We must stop their bursting.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
I see some aggression here from me. I do not know how this map works here. Nice. I do not know the map at all. Just kind of working on instinct here, which is... I guess working on instinct with Hanzo is a... If you're working on instinct, he's a good character to pick, I think. Because he has so much maneuverability. Like, even if you don't know the map that well, you can kind of figure out how to climb around it. Randomly. Okay. God, it feels bad to miss. Run low, Ryan 1. Where's the Hanzo shooting us from? I actually don't know. Oh, there is.
I feel the dragon's power.
I feel like I'm doing well. Am I doing well? Ooh, ouchie. Ah, fuck, the Mercy got me. That was bad from me. I was trying to pick off their backline, but obviously I got no picks, and then they capitalized on that. But I still do alright there with the Bob. I could send a nano from here. I mean a dragon, potentially, but don't think that's a good plan now, actually. Where is that Hanzo here? He probably knows I'm here too.
Hanzo, come.
You are done.
I think I'm better than the Hanzo. What? I was behind the stairs! What the fuck? Was that a nade? What the...
Fox.
What the fuck, dude? Oh, she was damage boosted. That did so much damage.
Bro, Hanzo, you already have too low DPS.
I mean, I'm getting a lot of eliminations. Oh god, I'm fucking up. Fuck. Okay, maybe I'll switch off Hanzo to someone else. Like Soldier. See if I can do something as Soldier.
Every soldier needs a cause.
How, guy? She's so useless.
Their barricade is pushing up. Get in their way.
I try.
Jump period.
They'll regret that.
Jump period.
I tried. I was doing a lot of DPS though. No damage, he says. To be honest though, their DPS was getting heavily damage boosted I wasn't getting damage boosted.
Face me if you dare.
Their McCree was popping the fuck off. He was a killing. Wasn't killing me. Look at that. 28 kills on their McCree. So I think maybe what I was doing wrong there was focusing too much on their Hanzo when the McCree was doing way more. Let's have a look at that last game. I mean, it didn't help that guy was berating me because it made me perform worse, definitely. People should know that if you berate someone on your team and say they're doing bad and you need more damage from them, that doesn't actually inspire them to do more damage. In fact, it will fuck them up. Like, I was having problems clutching normal fights against the other DPS because I was thinking, oh fuck, if I lose this, he's going to berate me even more. So it doesn't really help. It also doesn't help to put all your blame onto one person on your team, because then that takes away personal responsibility. Like, I'm sure he could have done some more things to help, but now he's just absolved his responsibility onto me. It's like saying, I was perfect and the reason we lost is because of this one guy on our team who wasn't pulling his weight. And that's not really fair, because I did win a lot of 1v1s and do quite a bit of damage there, so the blame shouldn't be all on me. Not saying it was one of my best games, but... So, let's see this here. Highlights. What I'm trying to see is, how do I look at my last game that I played? I don't even know. History. Game reports, there you go. This is confusing to me. I don't know how this works anymore. I mean, yeah, it's just a placement. Let's play again. Cures damage again. So last time we found a game almost instantly. Again? Oh no, it's deathmatch. Okay. So let's try a bit more Hanzo, see if we can't get some more kills. I used to be quite a decent Hanzo player. Used to play a lot of Hanzo. Back when I could play DPS. He's just always felt very versatile to me. Like the way his kit is very versatile, I find. He also became very consistent once they made his they gave him the Storm Arrow ability. Is that what it's called? Storm Arrows? Became very consistent after that. He used to be a little bit of a wild card with his Scatter Arrow. Saying that though, I preferred Scatter Arrow as an ability. I never had a problem with it, lots of people did, which is why they removed it. They hated getting Scatter Arrowed. But in my experience, it was very easy to avoid getting Scatter Arrowed if you were a decent player. And occasionally you'd get a bullshit Scatter Arrow on you, but it would be kind of funny, you know, like, Jesus, that Scatter Arrow was so bullshit. Like, I would kind of have fun hating the ability when it was bullshit. When you did get those RNG things. RNG kills. Yeah, I'm not... My aim right now as Hanzo is not the best. I wonder if I can be a decent DPS at this game again. Obviously that guy in my team was not very happy with my performance last game, but I used to be a very competent DPS player when I was playing DPS a lot, so it's possible I could get to that level again. And if I do, this new wave of players is going to be in trouble. I used to be good enough that I would win my 1v1s almost a ridiculous amount of the time when I was playing comp. I was very confident in like 1v1s. Okay, that was a decent shot. I've got to get the easy shots with Hanzo. That's how you become a good Hanzo. You gotta be hitting the easy shots. And then if you get a few hard shots too, that's great, but if you're consistent with the easy shots, you're going to be a good Hanzo. He outputs a lot of damage if those arrows hit. There you go. That was a nice flick shot from me there. I actually flicked my mouse. Okay. So I still got some latent skills there that I built up playing the first game, I guess. It's not all hopeless for me, I think. It's not all hopeless for me. Which DPS would you like? Don't say what?
A good one.
Okay. A good one. I'm gonna go McCree.
Someone needs to fill this saddle.
Yeah, I'm not sure who's good at the moment in this game, so...
In your prime.
I wanted respect, not fear.
Not sure who's good, but I'm gonna go Cassidy. I called him McCree because I am a moron. He's Cassidy now. Cassidy! My name is Cassidy, and I'm a Cassabacity.
Let's go!
Let's go!
Sorry, I'm back.
Oh no, we've got Doomfist. I've heard bad things about Doomfist. Heard he's not very good in this game.
Whoa.
I'm going with the Mercy for some reason. I've missed every shot. I think I'm trying to aim like Hanzo right now, that's not good. I am low health. Why did I stand here? What the fuck? I literally forgot Orisa could do that thing. Fuck. Even in the old game she had a pull, so it'd still be in danger anyway. I feel like such a lump when I play Cassidy at the moment. Such a useless lump. Okay, I'm a lump as McCree, I'm changing. I'm a useless lump. I should be soldier here. Soldier, at least I can heal my teammates. I don't think I'm going to get placed high on DPS at all. Ouch. Nice juking. Nice. Okay, we're slowly taking them out. Orisa Larry. D.Va low. D.Va 1. Oh, Genji on me.
I've got you in my sights.
Can heal? Can heal?
You can't beat me.
There you go, I wasn't going to let them get it there. Reaper on point. Okay, I can get back fast as soldier. I can get back pretty fast. Oh, nice. There's Resi. Fuck, that didn't last long. They just came in with ults, I guess. Okay, we didn't do very well. That part of that was my fault, going Cassidy here. I shouldn't have been Cassidy with a Doomfist as my... I think Cassidy needs a bit of shield. I think that was my error there. That was dumb. Of course, when I used to play a lot, I could get away with going like McCree on any comp, but at least most of the time, but I don't think I can do that right now.
0-1.
Yeah, that was a big error from me. going Cassidy when we had no shield.
I'd rather wait a century for progress than cause the harm you have.
What's my damage like? At least it's comparable to the other teams. I think that guy last game was getting so salty that the other team had way more DPS than me.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2.
Let's go.
Capture the objective.
I want to be good enough that I can be cheeky. Again, it will take a lot of grinding, but I love being cheeky in Overwatch. Oh shit, why are we all in this house? That's not good. Okay, so I gotta be careful of my team, like, following me when I'm trying to be sneaky. Whoopsie. Yeah, that was my bad. I didn't realize that my team had just followed me into that house. I was planning to go on like a side flank. No, fight the Trace Lord and rejoin. But I think I should be the main DPS here. We've only got a Pharaoh. Nice. Okay, I'm really gonna have to... Fuck. Okay, let's get out of here, Messi.
Feel stronger?
Group up with me.
Friend is within my reach.
Who the fuck is shooting me, by the way? Is it a Reaper or what? Where's our tank? Wait for tanky. Yeah, I've got to think about this in terms of playing Overwatch now. I got to wait for the tank. Going in. Okay, now I apply DPS. Applying DPS. Get some heals to my team. Trace is behind us. I've been stuck. Shit happens. I'm being rezzed, thank you. Reaper on me. Okay, there you go. Okay, so I just gotta think about this in terms of playing Overwatch right now. I gotta wait for the tank to engage. Gotta go in. It's a bit weird playing with a Doomfist as tank. I still haven't got fully used to that. Right here, I'm gonna apply some alternate tracking a soldier here. Nice. Tracer dead. Now I could laser them from here potentially. Oh, okay. We're using all the ults here. That works. Solo ulted me. Well, I didn't know it was a solo ult.
I think the Reaper's kinda tilted.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't know. I did kind of solo ult him. But I was going for the back as well, but I didn't realize we were doing two ults. So, from his perspective, I did solo ult him. Poor guy. He's low. Okay, just bully the Reaper. Bully him, bully him. He's low, he's low. Nice, he's dead. Heals on point. Arisa Lowy. Warrior half. Nice. Okay, the Reaper has shown mental weakness. We must now bully him. We must bully him. I'm glad my what the fuck scene works today. I thought that was an enemy Pharaoh for a second. Got scared. Okay, nice. We won a round. As usual, second game, I'm starting to reverse my loss streak. This has happened every time we played so far. My first game, I performed terribly. In the second game, I start picking up. Start getting more immersed. By the way, I've got to say, playing this game in a ultra-wide is pretty nice. Even though I actually get less FOV than normal. This game doesn't officially like support ultra-wide field of view, so right now I'm getting a cropped version of the game. You would actually be seeing more on a 16:9. But it does still look glorious. Like, having this much peripheral vision feels good, even if it's cropped compared to the normal view.
This is no time for speeches.
Still feels good. I guess it would give an advantage to me in sniping though, because I'm technically more zoomed in. So it might be a boon on like Widowmaker. To get a sacrifice a little bit of FOV. That's what a lot of pros do when they play sniper characters. They have Mei. Applying DPS. There is a Mei behind us right now. She's low, she's lowy, she's low, she's one. Ah! She's gonna get away with it too. Sorry guys. I got walled off, that was my fault. I went for blood, I just wanted the Mei dead, she was annoying me. She was blocking my damage, dude. No! No, I've made a mistake. I wanted to save my Zarya. She's alive anyway. She didn't need me. I forget how tanky the new Zarya is. It seemed like she was in trouble. She wasn't. Sombra dead. That's a freezy freeze. Nothing I could have done there. Thinking maybe I could throw a heal in, but I didn't have heal. I was also too far away to throw a heal in. Oh, I didn't need that ult. Sorry, dudes. Okay, they're saying nice, but we used too many ults, so I shouldn't have used that. I didn't need it. I don't know why I ulted into a Zarya when I could have just... Like, I don't have to aim into a Zarya ult, so... Big mistake from me there. Oh, I'm dead. Okay. I mean, that's a push. Sombra achieved her objective there, I think. Well, it's a bit of a slow push. We might be able to recontest this.
That fucking wall.
I'm almost back. We can keep up the contest here for a little bit longer. Ah, oh, she hacked me, dude. Couldn't get heals on point. I've got to be careful of her hack. I've got to spin round and stop her hacking me.
I'm still fighting.
It's a bit of reflex I've lost. We definitely need to back off. I'm touching. Need help with the Risa here. Oh, they froze Mercy out the sky, that's a shame. Anyway, that was still a good game. Another loss though. And I was partly responsible.
I rubbed some dirt on it. Let's go.
Partly responsible, I mean, looking at the stats there though, I wasn't doing too terrible a job on DPS. Compared to the other team. But I was having trouble against their team comp. Maybe I should have switched. Who should I have switched to? There are some DPS characters that I just don't do very well, and that's Sombra, What else don't I do? Well, with Sombra, my performance is very random. I've played Sombra games where I just absolutely demolish everyone. And I'm like, how am I doing this? Because I'm just like accidentally using her kit effectively, but I always feel like I don't know what I'm doing. So I've heard Genji is OP right now. So maybe I should play Genji. Let's see how he is. You know what? I think the problem is there are lots of new players just being rolled by Genji because Genji's one of those characters that he's very difficult if you don't know how to deal with him. If you're new to him, he's got a very like... For an FPS game, he's got a very distinctive and weird kit. If you don't understand how Overwatch 2 teamfights work, then I can see Genji being a huge problem for most people. Which is probably why there are lots of posts right now about Genji being overpowered. Although we're seeing that from better players as well, so maybe not, I don't know. Some people just hate fighting Genjis, they just want him nerfed out of the game, so... I take everything with a grain of salt. I will say though that I prefer it when Genji is strong, because he's incredibly fun to play. And incredibly fun to fuck over. Like, if you fuck over a Genji, that's a good feeling. So, I like him being viable. He's always a fun one to be viable. He's also just so... He's like the soul of Overwatch, pretty much. He's been there since the beginning. And he's the most Overwatchy character, pretty much. Like, I can't imagine the game without a Genji and without a Tracer, for example. Or without a Lucio. They're so Overwatchy. So many people just main Genji as well, exclusively, that a lot of the player base just stops playing if he's not viable. He complains a lot. I don't know what his move rotation is right now, though. Like Genji, his move rotation sometimes changes depending on which part of his kit is tweaked. So I'm not sure what the go-to, like, attack rotation is. Like, it might be like throw shuriken and dash or something. Or it might be like just getting up close right-clicking, who knows. I don't know the exact stats of his... I don't know his exact damage numbers and whatnot right now. It's got 30 shurikens, that's good to know. Yeah, he does feel strong actually, Jesus. Does feel strong. Those weren't like point... Yeah, he feels strong. I wouldn't say those shuriken were exactly on point and they still demolished Junkrat. When I've played Genji in other patches in the first game, there were some occasions where you really had to get those shuriken on point to be effective. Oh! Yeah, fuck, he does feel strong. I don't know how much damage the shuriken do per shuriken, but it feels like a lot. It does feel like a lot. He does feel very nice. Maybe I'll try getting Genji and let down my team, probably. Nope, he's Genji, okay. Who goes well with Genji? Tracer, Soldier? I think Soldier probably goes well with Genji. I can support him when he dives in with, like, bullets. What if I go fucking Widowmaker? Oh, that's a scary proposition. Ooh, look at her Widow 2 outfit. I mean, Overwatch 2 outfit.
You're making too much noise.
It's not noise, it's music.
Very well, you're making too much music.
So yeah, I'm actually going in 40 minutes. What a stream today.
Everyone ready?
I've enjoyed every second of it. I think this new stream schedule is finally the one for me. I've been experimenting with a lot of different schedules recently. Well, over the last year, really, I've been experimenting with a lot of different schedules. In fact, I've just been doing that the entire time I've been on Twitch, haven't I? But I think this new one is really going to suit me the best out of everything I've tried. Okay, I gotta, like, get some fucking kills here. Shit. This is trouble. Fuck, I might have to switch off. That was awful. Widow being my best character in Overwatch 1 is now someone I feel uncomfortable on. It's not like I haven't played this map before. My aim and my skill is just very off. I should be going for body shots here, because I can't get the headshots. Let's put one of these there. Fuck. Don't know what's happening behind me though. It doesn't sound good. Okay. Oh god, there's a fucking Doomfist there. Oh my god, I'm trash. Okay, I'll switch off. I'll switch off after my ult. I'm not doing very well. That might be too late.
My ultimate is almost ready. Got one here. There they are. Get ready.
Oh fuck, that hurts. Literally my time to shine there. Okay, Ash came for me. And I will ult and then switch if I can. I did my best.
I've been waiting for a challenge. No one can hide from my sight.
It looked like the Mercy was going through this house.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Mercy on point. That's where I really struggle, where I'm having to fight the Doomfist. Yeah, so I got a couple of headshots there, not too bad. But I definitely have to work on my Widowmaker and like quick play for a bit before I go back into comp. Or maybe just say fuck it and try her first round every time and lose myself some SR. Oh fuck. The minute I went into Overwatch 1 mode for a second, thought Doomfist was... Ah, there's a Reaper on me! Reaper on point. That is annoying. Oh, please boot them off. That'd be lovely. So the good thing about Soldier is I can feed a bit and then just run back really fast. One of the reasons he's good for me at the moment. Also, like, I've always found tracking with machine guns the easiest thing in FPS games. You sneaky Reaper, dude. Someone on their team left the game? They have a lever right now. Nice. Go for the Bobo. Shit, I don't really know what her kit is yet, that Healy woman. Well done. They got their guy back. Sorry, I was really bad on Widow for the first half.
I really need to come here off the clock. Been dying to try the octopus.
Who's good on this one? Someone's really good on this. Soldier's decent. Widow's actually pretty decent on this one. Oh, it's like the boopy characters that are good, isn't it? Who boops on DPS here? No one? No one really boops. Yeah, the boopy ones are such bullshit. It's Lighthouse, isn't it?
The experiment is almost concluded.
It's a well, that's what it is. It's a well. There's a fucking well in the middle. I'm gonna go pretty aggressive here. We're all kind of low in the back. Oh! Almost died. Okay, I gotta help my team here. Make sure they're alright. Zarya on me! Fuck, 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 fuck! Not great. Not a great start. Zarya managed to get right on me there. Not the best.
They'll regret that.
Okay. What are they playing? Oh shit, they got some snipe action there. That might be difficult for me to contest with the Hanzo. Well, Hanzo's quite good on this map. Maybe that's who I was thinking of to play. There you go. Need to go find those angles. And then we're golden. Moira on me. Oh god. She fucking 1v1'd me to death. See, in Overwatch 1 I would never let a Moira beat me in a 1v1 like that on the Soldier. It would be a rare occurrence, but here I felt pretty helpless with the Moira on me. I was like, fuck, I'm dead. There's no way her like aimbot, I'm gonna be able to beat her aimbot with my current skills. It's just a case of warming up though. I do feel like I can show these guys a thing or two. So something I used to be much better at is doing plays like that. Like, I should have been able to kill the Hanzo there. There's an Ashe high ground. Thank you. Go get her. Okay, is that for me or what? Nice. That works. Behind us there's an... Oh no, she's high ground. I thought she was behind. Fuck. Okay, their team just fucking rolled us with that. I have visor though. My leg is so itchy. Yeah, the sniper action is a bit of a problem for me right now. Okay, I might try to just aimbot them from the side here if we go in. Oh, Zarya pushing me. That was almost a really good play. The Zarya really did a good job there, contesting me there. I might try Tracer. Just because she's a bit more maneuverable in the team fights than Soldier. I feel like I need to... There you go. Okay. Never been like a super skilled Tracer, but I'll see what I can do. Fuck. I didn't get out fast enough there. I actually got a little confused doing my blinks. Noob shit. I'm doing some noob shit here, but I might be able to win the game. This game. Come on. Get a couple of blinks in. Just waiting for my blinks to recharge here. What the fuck happened there? Shouldn't have used that. Oh, he's really bent on getting that high ground there. GG's. Oh, I didn't play that well, but we won. Who should I endorse?
Hey, Ghost, cheat loses you games, dude. You might want to shut the fuck up.
What?
My barrier is gone.
The endorsement system in this game is weird. So I've won 2 games now. I forgot it has to be a win to actually get your placement, so... Thank you so much for the turnout today. We had loads of people in the stream. I felt very loved. Thank you, NitroBG, for the follow. Thank you. Anyone else that followed? Who? Wait. Why is my stream activity not showing? There we go. Thank you, Ziggy027, for the follow. Thank you, BS Spikes, for the massive raid of 10. Thank you so much. And anyone else that was here, and I know who you are. Luana. It's Paling. Nixon. Robert Henning, of course. 87 Sunflowers. Damn. We had a lot of people here today. Thank you so much. There will be new YouTube videos very soon. I'm currently in the process of making them. I'm very excited for you to see what I'm up to. And yeah, I'm having a great time at the moment. A really great time. Yawning there because I need to eat dinner and go work out. Get my energy levels up again. Trying to think what else I got, like news-wise. I think that's about it, really. Yeah, so there'll be new YouTube videos very soon. And I'll be back streaming on Monday. For show! Until then, hope you have an excellent life. Guys, have excellent lives. And if you're watching on YouTube and enjoy the content, please like, subscribe, hit the bell button. My socials are down there in the description box. Join the Discord if you're not joined already, because it's awesome. And yeah, any of that stuff really helps me out. If you could do some of it or all of it, I'd really appreciate it. And until next time, Kuraku! Bye-bye! There you go. It's my YouTube outro that I need to do to get people to actually, like, help me. Because I'm in trouble, chat. I'm in trouble. Financial trouble. Help me. Help. Need subscribers.